Good evening and welcome to the Watertown, the iconic Watertown Stadium for tonight's broadcast between the Spearfish Spartans and your #1 Watertown Arrows. Joining me in the booth, as always, is the handsome and talented Tyson Zemlicka. And Tyson, let's just get into it. 4-1 Arrows versus the 4-1 Spartans. Clash of the Titans.
Set up to be a good one here tonight, Sam.
So let's just get right into it. We got the return of Spencer Wenches coming off of a 2-game absence. He's back. Motivated. What do you expect from the Arrows Spencer Wenches tonight from number 22?
We started by looking at this kind of the season stats in here, and we said where his season rushing is a little low, and again he's missed a couple games. We projected he's going to rush for 150, maybe plus tonight. Probably be firmly planted as the second leading rusher on this Arrows team. But again, he's been out the last 2 weeks, but he's been practicing. He's fresh. He's mad. He's angry. We're going to see it tonight. I think he has a big game.
100% game ready. He's been taking first team reps for the last 2 weeks. He's just missed the last 2 games. So 200 plus yards from 22.
I think all purpose. Yeah, I think we get 120, 50 maybe rushing, maybe another 50 to 100 receiving. You never know, he might take off on a fake punt for 20, 30, 40 yards. You just never know with that guy. He kind of does it all. He's going to have a big night.
Let's talk about, I mean, we're really familiar with the Arrows, obviously. 4-1, #1 in the state. Only loss was week 1 against AAA Sioux Falls Jefferson, and Jefferson looks really, really good this year. Tell us about the Spartans.
They're a good team, and we've been talking about this game here for a couple weeks now leading up into this one. They won their first game of the year against a T team that
is really good.
Very good. And I said we thought they would probably run the table until tonight. They ran into a tough Aberdeen Central team a couple weeks ago and lost that by a 1-score game. Bounced back last week against Huron. They are a good, tough team, a fast team. I think they present some challenges for the Arrows tonight. Not any that we hopefully can't overcome, but it should be a good game for sure.
Okay, before we continue with the football stuff, a couple of housekeeping notes. You're going to see there's an alternate broadcast that we're going to try tonight. And the alternate broadcast is going to have all sorts of different angles for you. You're going to see Tyson and I live and in the booth all night. You can see the production team, which is to the left of us. You'll see multiple angles of the game. You'll see you'll see some crowd shots. Go over there. It's still on Arrow TV, but check it out and you can see some behind the scenes stuff. But that's something cool that the Arrow TV is doing. As always, if you're watching us from wherever, listening to us from wherever, give us a shout out in the chat. Tyson will, if you're lucky, Tyson will tell you how handsome and beautiful you are. And so now there's that taken care of. Let's get back to football. Spearfish is 4-1. They've got the 1 loss against T.
Yep.
Or excuse me, their 1 loss was
Aberdeen Central.
It was against Aberdeen Central, but they've got wins over T. What do we know about this team?
This team, they're talented for sure. They look fast on film. They play hard. A lot of quarterback run is what I saw in a lot of the film.
Yeah.
It presents a different challenge the Arrows haven't faced a lot of. A sophomore quarterback, he does run the ball a lot. He runs effective. It's just not something the Arrows are accustomed and used to yet. I think they'll be just fine handling it, but I'm excited to find out and watch.
So they lost to Aberdeen Central 14-6. They're coming off of a win last week against Huron 14-7, and you know they fought hard that game. Huron had the ball on the last drive, had an opportunity to win, and the Spearfish defense tightened up and held on to the game. Anybody that is watching from Spearfish or West River, this is Arrow TV. We are maybe a little biased towards the Arrows.
We've been told.
Yeah, we have been told, but we try to be as fair as we possibly can. But anybody that's watching West River, we appreciate you tuning in and checking us out and giving us an opportunity to be in your living rooms or on your phone tonight. Going back to the Arrows, let's recap a little bit of some of the Arrows statistical leaders for the year. Himrick, 800 yards passing, 11 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions.
Having a really strong senior campaign, Mr. Himrick is. He's really solidified this offense. It was heavy run game last year, and we know how dominant the run game can be. He has really gotten better year to year and became kind of the backbone of this Arrows team in a way where you don't have to just rely on the run game all the time. His play action has been fantastic. His deep ball has been good. The connection with his receivers is getting better week in and week out. Talk about Briggs, talk about Olsen, talk about those guys. He's really just complimented him in a lot of ways, and his growth has been fun to watch over the last year or so.
You know, any Watertown Arrows Watertown Arrows football team in 2024 really can't be talked about unless you talk about the offensive line.
The offensive line, they're big, they're bad, they're mean. We talked about it. A lot of these guys played a lot last year. And the mentality of that offensive line and defensive line, that group is nasty. And they are the guys that want to run the ball every single play. They don't want any plays off, dropping back into pass pro. They want to go downhill, hard, fast, pull around a little bit, but they want to be going downhill every single play. They are a big reason of why this team is 4-1 with some big plans here in the future.
Every week we give so much love to, and rightfully so, but we give so much love to Micah Hawk, to Jaden Lambert, to Carter Ingalls, to Nash Berg, all seniors and all deserve of it. But talk to me a little bit about Andrew Dahl, the 6'1", 240-pound sophomore center.
The first thing we talked about when last year ended was, you know,
who's going to be
you turn the page right away and we say, who is going to be that fifth guy? I don't, you know, as an offensive lineman, it's good when your name's not always called and people don't see you.
Yeah.
We don't mention him, which is kind of a bad thing, kind of a good thing. He's been fantastic. Yeah. He's been consistent on that offensive line at a position that requires, you know, a lot of heavy thinking. You know, you got to make sure you get your calls right and all that stuff. I don't know how much of that he's always doing, but it really sets the tone of the offensive line when your center is in control and dominating, and he has been all year.
I talked to Coach Hodorf before the game, and I asked him, I said, what kind of dog does the sophomore center have? What kind of dog does Dahl have in him? I said, he's got to have a little bit of moxie when he looks to his left and he sees two beefy seniors, and then he looks to his right and there's two more big beefy seniors, and then here's this sophomore kid right in the middle of it, and he said the kid's tough as nails.
At the very least, it's got to give you some confidence, right?
For sure.
And he's played that way. He knows he's got a lot of experience on his left and on his right. He's out there playing free, fast, fearless, and again, just another one of them big nasties in the middle.
Carrying the ball for the Arrows is going to be number 25, Marcus Fossum, 39 carries, 288 yards, 5 touchdowns, and a couple weeks ago, a big game against Mitchell on homecoming.
2 weeks ago, he was our player of the game, and really, when that game was kind of hanging in the balance, his third quarter is what made him the player of the game, and he really stepped up, took over for the Arrows in that absence, and now tonight, he'll have another bigger load being kind of the primary back.
That's the Dakota Land player of the game. Arrow TV brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union and DFS Insurance. We're going to give away a player of the game. That could be somebody from Spearfish. It could be somebody from Watertown. But it seems like the Dakota Land player of the game is gaining a little bit of steam. Fans are starting to like it a little bit. Players are talking about it a little bit.
It's cool.
Who's your projection tonight?
You know, with the 2 weeks off, the fresh legs, Winches really should be the favorite just because of that little extended break. But it will be fun to watch me tonight, Sam.
We're going to take a pause for the greatest song ever composed. We'll turn it over to the legendary Nick Kranz, and we'll be back after the anthem.
Active duty personnel or veterans.
Something sound a little different to you there, Sam? Did you or lack of?
Yeah, I didn't hear that great sultry voice today of the guy that normally sits down there in front of us.
At this time, I'd like to introduce the
It's quite the void in the song without him.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so we talked about Fossum a little bit. We talked about Hemrick a little bit. Who's Hemrick throwing the ball to? Leading receiver, Briggs, 15 catches, touchdown, 252 yards. What can you tell us about Nathan Briggs and the supporting cast?
One of my favorites now for the last 2 years. He makes plays all over the field, offensively, defensively, and really the emergence of Mitch has made him even better. You know, Kenny having that two-headed monster out there, and they got two more guys that have been making plays from offensively. But Briggs is kind of the leader of that receiving core.
Yeah, so Briggs, Olsen, Pitkin, you know, they're pick your poison. Briggs has got 252 yards, Olsen's got 226, Pitkin's got 214.
Pitkin had a great game 2 weeks ago as well.
Yeah, Olsen's got 5 tutties, Pitkin's got 4, and then Briggs has got 1. You know, and then not to mention Spencer Wenches. What a well-rounded offensive football team.
Yeah, putting him at fullback and getting him out of the background on some play action and stuff like that. With him clearing the hole, I just don't know, as a defensive coordinator, how you can stop this team, how you can really slow them down. 2 weeks ago we saw a little bit of that for a while, but to sustain that for 4 quarters for any defensive coordinator has got to be keeping you up at night.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be really hard to scheme against this football team. If you want to take Wenches out, you know, then you're left with Pitkin and Briggs and Olsen. If you want to focus on one of them, you're left with the other. Not to mention, I mean, Hemrick runs the ball okay. I mean, he doesn't look to run. He's more of a pocket guy, but he's athletic. He's got some skills. He can move around a little bit.
Yeah, Watertown just has so much to throw at you, and it's offensively, defensively, they are so well-rounded, consistent, and just dominant in certain areas. I don't know how you contain them if you're Spearfish here tonight.
Yeah, talking about the Watertown defense, there's one thing that really turns out to me. So the Arrows don't produce a lot of sacks. They have 9 on the year. However, they look at the turnovers that they've forced. So the opponents are, you know, turning the ball over at a fairly decent clip.
They are blitzing a lot. You know, they have 3 down linemen, which is maybe I don't see as quite as many sacks. But you have Spencer Winches blitzing a lot off the edge. You always send the extra backer. It's getting the ball out quick. This secondary we've talked about has been much improved from last year to this year. They're all over the place. So forcing some turnovers. We had a pick 2 weeks ago that wasn't a turnover. That should have been.
Yeah.
Some great camera work on our end, but hopefully get a few more tonight and get those turnovers up.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting to see. The other thing that I can share with you is that Watertown is looking to come out aggressive, fast, and take shots right away. It is very important to this Watertown offense that they score early and often in this first quarter. They are going to be aggressive, and they are looking to put points up on the board immediately.
Yeah, I think you're going to see some shots. Again, we talk about that established receiving core. If all doesn't go, you know, according to plan, they will get back to leaning on that run game. But they want to come out and send a message here tonight. They are the #1 team in the state, playing against the #5 team in the state. And we're going to see some fireworks here early, right?
Yeah, I think we will. And I think with Spearfish, too, is I think they're going to be surprised when they line up on offense and that center and those 2 guards look up and they see Big Micah Hawk in the middle. And until he puts his hands on you, you don't really have a good idea of how strong he actually is. And the other thing, not to be forgotten, Jaden Lambert is very, very good right next to him, and he often is in the shadow of Micah, but technically he is sound.
I said 2 weeks ago, and I didn't mean it as an offense to any other team in the state, we do have the best guard combo in the state of South Dakota. There's no questions to me. When they're as pulling guards going downhill, they are so dominant, so fun to watch. They do lead this Arrow run game, feature with some strong backs behind them. But
talk to me about Lambert and Micah on the defensive side of the ball, where, you know, you've got Big Micah in the middle as the nose guard, and, you know, we talked about how Spearfish is going to have to get used to him putting his hands on them, but not to be outmatched is Jaden Lambert right next to him. I mean, they're kind of a force defensively.
When we looked at the start of the year watching some film, we said it's this unique defense the Arrows run. It's kind of this 3-3, 2-3. I mean, they got a lot of defensive backs, so to have those two guys, or those two of those three guys, clog up so many holes underneath and still not allow much of any rushing yards, it's incredible. And it's aided the secondary that they've played so well. We got the coin toss going out here. If you're the Arrows tonight, you win the toss, and you're taking the ball then? You want to send a message right away?
Well, talking to Hodor, from the sounds of it, it sounds like they want to be aggressive. They want to go out and they score right away. It may be one of those things that if they do win the toss, that they may accept it and go out gunning. Getting caught up on chat real quick. Appreciate Melanie Schroeder letting us know that we had multiple views on both channels. It sounds like we got that taken care of. And joining us, as always, is Megan Schulte-Romer, and she says another beautiful night to tune in to watch number 4 from Montana. Go Arrows. Appreciate you joining in as well.
Week all over the country, and they said we're gonna go to a different state and chime in.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, love to see it.
So we're going to get the call from the ref here tonight, Sam, it sounds like. Let's check this out.
Let's turn it over to the ref here. See.
Watertown won the they won the team.
There you have it.
Gosh, our technology, we keep getting a little bit bigger and better every week, huh?
But that goes with exactly what we talked about pregame and about the Arrows wanting to come out and be aggressive. I mean, Hodorf told me before the game that that's exactly what they want to do. You asked if they win the toss, I mean, are they going to come out on offense? Asked and answered.
We're going to, what game was it last year? Opening play was a touchdown. We might be taking a shot here tonight to start off with some fireworks.
Yeah, Juven, 79 yards to the house. We were a yard off on it.
Let's see if one of our kick returners here can follow it up.
You know, this place would go nuts. This is a big matchup. The other big matchup to watch in the state as far as AA goes is Brookings and T. So we're going to try to keep you posted on that. That's the number 2 team, or the number 2 team in the state versus the number 4 team in the state. So we'll try to keep you updated on that game as well. That's got big implications as far as seeding goes and standings and whatnot. So we'll keep an eye on that. That game has not kicked off quite
not
yet.
too far down the road, down there in Brookings.
Yep, just right down the interstate there. So we'll see what happens. Exciting night at the legendary Watertown Stadium as we welcome the number 5 rated Spearfish Spartans against the number 1 rated Watertown Arrows. Never gets old to say, Tyson, does it?
No, it doesn't. Number 1 Watertown Arrows. Pretty
great. Looks like the players are ready to go here. We are about to kick off. The Arrows are won the toss. We're about just underway. Yo, this is going to be really good for the Arrows, too, because no disrespect to Mitchell or Douglas, but Mitchell or Douglas is not Spearfish.
No, this is a different beast here you got tonight if you're the Watertown Arrows, and if you show up and take Spearfish for granted, you will end up with an L in the column.
And we are officially underway.
Briggs is going to get the first one.
Briggs is going to take it at about the 5 in the dirt. Gets it out of the dirt. Makes one guy miss. Can't get away from the other guy. He's going to bring it about up to the 25. Melanie says we got multiple views on both lives again. So see if we can get that taken care of so we can just have the regular broadcast on one if possible.
I'm excited to check that out later. See if we got the view of the one and only Mr. Remmers over there.
Well, yeah, the legendary Mr.
The legendary.
Remmers.
He might get after me for not saying legendary, so I apologize
the
in advance.
brains and beauty behind the Arrow TV operation. All right, so let's see.
Him laughing from here.
let's see what the Arrows do and see how aggressive they are in this first drive. They're going to come out in an I formation, a big I formation, right?
Very much. Everybody's packed in there.
They're going to give it right away to Wenches and take a look at Wenches. Welcome back, Spencer.
He's back.
Yeah, 15 yards on the fullback dive from the lead dive.
Those legs look fresh. I kind of want to see that replay again. We might see him a lot tonight. I want to see it one more time early.
Yeah, it looks good from Wenches right away as he goes right up the middle, right behind the big offensive line and picks up a first down right away. You know, we talked about it. We're going to see a lot of Spencer, and we're probably going to see a lot of him early and often.
I'm curious how much of that tight package we're going to see tonight.
Haven't seen a lot of that this year. That's a little wrinkle for the Arrows, and it was big. This time, Fossum the lone back. Hemrick's under center. Wenches in motion. I think that's going to be on us, isn't it?
Yep.
Wenches didn't get set.
He didn't have to get set. But I think he ended up coming forward before the ball was snapped.
Yeah, it looked like he was still moving.
He can be moved. He
Yeah,
can be in
but it looked
motion.
like he was leaning forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the ref is explaining that to him now.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's going to be on us. We'll mark it back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15.
You had big Jade Lambert out leading the way on that one, and they'll probably come back to it.
You know, it'd be fun to, if you're a running back, a high school kid, and you got that big beef in front of you, how much fun would it be to run?
Gosh, I could maybe go pick up 20, 30 yards a night.
Legal shift. On the offense, number 22. Come set. Before the snap, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
Yeah, don't expect me to go get like 50 or 100 yards rushing, but I think I could follow those big boys around for maybe 20, 30 yards.
Back into the I formation here, this time with Olsen to the left and Pitkin to the right.
Play action
here. We got in trouble here. We talked about it at the beginning of the game. We talked about the decision making from Himrick and how good it's been, and that time he just threw into coverage.
Great pressure by Spearfish, getting that ball out way before he wanted to. Really good pressure off Spearfish, getting that ball out way before he wanted to. Really good pressure off the edge by Spearfish. I don't think Himrick knew he was there to the last second, and then he really rushed it. Didn't quite get out and look in front of him there, and
he was definitely looking for wenches, and I mean they were all over wenches.
That penalty leads to a big turnover.
Yeah, it does, and that's huge for Spearfish, and that goes against the grain of what Watertown wanted to do right away. And turnover, and now Spearfish takes over at the 35. We see a wide receiver screen here, tackled by. Let's see, number 3. That's Hansen.
3 is Briggs.
Oh, Briggs.
Or was it? I didn't see who made the tackle.
Hansen is 2.
Down and 3. The ball was placed right at the 22-yard line.
We are just being told here that we got away from the multi-cam broadcast, so we're going to stick with the normal broadcast. So we tried it, didn't work as well as we wanted it to, so we're going to get away from it as number 6 from Spearfish picks up a few yards, and that should be enough for a 1st down. No?
I think he's just 3rd and really short.
Is he 3rd and short?
See if they run right into that big defensive line of the Arrows.
Yeah, so it's going to be 3rd and 1, right about at the 20-yard line there.
Do you take a shot here, Sam? I mean, you got a plan on going for it here on 4 downs. You take the shot, or you try to pound it right into that big defensive line?
I definitely think you're in 4-down territory for sure. But I think if you're Spearfish here, you probably pound it and try to pick it up here. Stay away from the 4th down if you can. They're gonna pass it here.
They're gonna take that shot.
Yeah, they got it right there. Great design, great move by number 6 for Spearfish. He's gonna be just short. We're gonna see a lot of Hunter Walters, and he just completely whiffed that tackle there. Great job by him.
They put touch on the screen, but I do not think he was in.
No, he's short.
Down at the half-yard line.
Yep, no, he's short. But he put a really good move on number 5, Cooper Ketwick.
Yeah, nice open field running there by Spearfish.
Yeah, great move there by number 6, and we're going to see 6 get the ball again, and it looks like he is going to be short.
And that's the thing, even being tackled at the half-yard line for the Arrows, you're never just going to give in with that big defensive line and those big linebackers.
Yeah, we're gonna call Hunter Walters' name quite a bit. The other guy that we're going to talk about is the sophomore quarterback Thomas Hughes, and then I believe his favorite receiver is number 4, Dylan Doran. 6'1", 200-pound wide receiver, senior.
A dive play there on 1st and goal from the half-yard line, and you lose 2.5 yards.
Yeah, I mean, that's that big defensive line that we talked about earlier. We'll see if Spearfish can punch it in here. Split backs here, and this time they're going to hand it to number 8, and that is Evan Wilson, 5'10", 180-pound senior, and he's going to come up short as well.
Man, what kind of stand would this be for the Arrows?
Tyson, we talk about it every week when we have a home game, but how different is it playing in that dirt versus playing in that grass? How many teams across the state are playing in dirt?
It's not many anymore.
Yeah.
I think it just, if you're the opposing team, you're almost just annoyed with it. It's something that you think about it. But the Arrows love it. This is their hometown advantage, and they love playing in that sandbox.
Single back to the right here, and they're going to pass. They're looking for that. Yeah.
They
had him in the flat, and he dropped it.
Gosh, I thought there was going to be a flag coming out there. The receiver ran right into the Arrows defensive back.
Great design there by the Spartans, but just not executed as Hunter Walters appeared to drop it.
Gosh, I thought it was going to be a pass interference call, but Micah Hawk came right to the middle of that offensive line and made that ball get out maybe a little bit quicker than what the quarterback wanted to throw it.
4th and 2 here. Spearfish appears that they're going to be going for it, and I don't blame them. I would be doing it too.
On the road against the #1 team in the state, you better not come away with 3 here.
Yep, absolutely. They're going to be in shotgun with Brown to the right. This time they're going to go to the left on the far side.
He ain't going to get it.
He's going to get stopped short. There's a scrum there.
He's down short.
Big pile, and they're going to call him.
What a stand.
What a stand by the Watertown Arrow defense. 1st and goal at the half-inch yard line, and the Arrows stuff them 4 times.
And that is the big part about it. Just because you get cut back on that long run, you got to rally the football. You got to get them down. You never know what's going to happen. And there you get a stop after 4 downs is just incredible, Sam.
That is fantastic defense by the Arrows, and defensive coordinator Mr. O'Connor has to be loving that performance from his defense there. So now on the flip side of that, the Arrows are going to take over at their 2s.
Yep.
You get a lot of power here.
I think so. I think you're going to see the Fossum Winches show here on this drive a little bit.
Yeah, I think you get right behind those 2 big guards, Micah and Lambert, and get behind them, and you got to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room here. You have 2 wide out deep. I haven't seen Briggs out there yet.
He's right here on the side.
They're going to go right up the middle here, fighting for a couple extra yards, but boy, there's a lot of dust in the air running in that dirt.
Like I said, if you're the opposing team, it's just something that you almost find annoying playing on that baseball field. But again, the Arrows love it. Clearly, it's working good for them right now.
42 for the Spartans.
So just a gain of a yard for the Arrows. Approaching the midway mark of the first quarter, 0-0 score here in Watertown as the #1 rated Arrows welcome the #5 rated Spartans from Spearfish. So far we got a good one. Nothing on the board yet, but definitely exciting. Going to go back to that more traditional I here with Wenches as the lead back.
Here comes that pulling guard.
Fossum's going to get a couple, and then just a slew of tacklers all over Fossum. And Fossum does a great job of holding the ball, but great gang tackling by Spearfish.
You see that speed. Those guys are flying in the middle right now for Spearfish. What do we got coming on now?
Did I miss a flag?
His helmet must have popped off, number 42.
Oh, from Spearfish? I missed it.
Marcus Medina, I think he's got to take 1 play off and he'll probably be back in there.
3rd and 7. So how do the Arrows play it here? Are they going to go conservative and just run the ball and try to avoid a sack or a turnover? Are you going to throw for a first down?
I think you're going to see him drop back and pass here.
You look for Pitkin or Olsen here with the size?
Yeah, you trust that offensive line to pass protect, and you look to get a first down. They're going to run
be a little more conservative and run it. And Fossum's going to carry a few guys.
He got it.
May have got a first down
easily.
There.
Got it by a couple even. That's good. Tricked everybody.
Hey, at 3rd and 7 from your 3, and you expect, that. I mean, that definitely is a passing situation, but they're going to run it right up the middle.
That offensive line says, quit messing around. Just do dive right behind us, and we'll push our way there.
Yep, get behind us and let us do the work. I mean, that's pretty impressive. And Fossum runs hard.
He does. He's been that way all year. Similar to Winches, but he is just all downhill.
The Arrows are going to stay in that same I formation with Winches as the fullback and Fossum as the halfback here. Hemrick's under center. He's going to go to lead dive there to Wenches. Wenches is going to pick up a few, and he gets violently. I tell you what, Spearfish is tackling really good tonight. They're hitting hard, and they're whipping guys around.
Again, this is a good football team. They don't care they're playing the #1 team in the state.
Absolutely
They're
not.
bringing it tonight.
No, absolutely not. I enjoy Arrow football every week, but I was really looking forward to this game. These are 2 very good football teams going at it tonight.
Yeah, and he got 8 yards on that dive.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He did get roped down pretty good.
Yeah, he did. But, I mean, Wenches runs hard, Fossum runs hard, but these Spartans are tackling just as hard. This time the Arrows are going to be splits to the left there. Hemrick's got some time. He's looking deep. He's got Olsen, but just overthrows him. First time that the Arrows have really attempted to go deep, but on 2nd and 2, that's the time to do it.
Yeah, Mitch Olsen's kind of running that right down the seam, and Hemrick throws it more down the middle of the field, bringing him back. They're a half step off there, but they'll correct that one soon enough.
3rd and 2, go back into the I here, Tyson.
Yeah, just bread and butter, run downhill, pick it up, keep driving down the field here.
Is this one of those like with the I formation for the Arrows, is it one of those things where, everybody knows what's coming? I mean, there's variations of it. I mean, you could give it to Wenches, you could give it to Fossum, you could go counter, you could go deep, but, like, hey, just try to stop it.
And here comes counter again. You're pulling guard.
Yeah, look, I mean, Fossum does not shy away from contact.
I think the tough part is, with that play specifically, is you don't know which guard's going to pull.
Yep.
The Arrows don't have to lean one way or another. Both guards are so strong, so you don't know which side it's going to. You don't know which guard's going to pull, and if you don't catch the guard pulling, you're already going to be a half a step behind.
And with Fossum, he does not shy away from contact. He has no problem running through you. We are missing Malik Decker tonight, and he was kind of the lightning to Fossum's thunder. So we'll see how the Arrows handle that, and we'll see how because Fossum seems to be getting a lot of touches today. We'll see if he approaches that, that 20 touch range. That's Brody Randall, I believe, who fumbles it, able to pick it back up, and looks like lose a couple of yards as Fossum gets a little bit of a spell there.
Few nerves there for the young buck. He doesn't get quite as many snaps in some of these games, so I think the first one, it just goes right through your hands there on that pitch.
Hemrick is off the field, so I'm guessing we're going to see a little bit of a wildcat here with Wenches as the quarterback. We'll see how they line up here. That does not look like Wenches.
That's Briggs at quarterback.
Briggs at quarterback with Fossum to.
We're going to find out if he can pass. Option.
An option that is going to get blown up. Well played by Spearfish. We haven't seen that wrinkle from this offense. I mean, that was more of a triple option, as could have went one of 3 different ways, but well defended by Spearfish.
Yeah, definitely a different look for the Arrows. I like it. Like I said, you don't expect Briggs to throw it, so you think it's some kind of weird run play. But credits to Spearfish, they were ready for it. They ran that option down, and they played it perfectly.
Yeah, 3rd and 14. I mean, definitely a passing situation here as Hemrick's going to be in shotgun.
Going to the boundary.
Going to the short side of the field with Fossum to the left with the big side of the field. They're going to put Mitch in motion here. Hemrick's back in shotgun. Quick little play action. Hemrick's going to roll to his left. You better get it away. And he does. He's just going to throw it out of the bounds in the direction of Wenches. It's going to bring up a 4th and 14, and definitely a punting situation for the Arrows. Excuse me, it went to Hemrick's right. I'm an umpire. I have a hard time seeing.
Well, it is our left.
Yeah.
Hemrick's going to his right, our left.
His right. It's going to bring back Spencer Wenches to punt here on 4th and 14 with just under 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Spearfish will get the ball after. Wenches went down on the punt, and he is still down. It gets a good roll, Arrows roll. It's going to go all the way to about the 31.
I think he's more upset than he is down.
A little bit of a limp, but he seems to be okay.
Yeah, right on the lip of that baseball field, that back foot slipped out on him a little bit.
So Spearfish is going to take over.
He's going to take a play off.
Yeah, he seems to be all right.
He gave the thumbs up. I think they're just going to make sure, just to be 100% sure here quick.
Okay, so going back to Spearfish's offense, we're going to see a lot of Hunter Walters here, just like we saw in that first drive. Spearfish was able to move the ball pretty well, 30 yards, right? And then just got stifled.
They got the big yards easy. The short yards, not so much. We'll see what they kind of go back to here.
Split backs this time. Handoff here to the other back. That's number 8. That's Evan Wilson. He falls forward for a yard.
One of the Arrows made a nice tackle there coming around the back. I didn't see. I don't know if it was.
There initially by number 25, Marcus Fossum.
Yeah, it sounded like.
Awesome.
1 second down and 9. The ball is played.
Yeah, 1 yard gain here.
3.5 yard line.
2nd and 9 here. Spearfish is going to stay in the shotgun this time with 1 back. To the right here, and there's going to be a quarterback keeper. Yeah, he's going to be brought down from behind from Fossum. That time, that was number 9, Thomas Hughes, on the carry.
Fossum having a good drive stepping in there for Winches.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of condition that young Mr. Fossum is in. He's playing a lot on both sides.
We got some horns honking out there.
Those are the bells. Those are the bells.
Must just be getting old. I thought I heard something else.
3rd and 5 with just about 90 seconds left here in the first quarter as Spearfish stays in shotgun with Walters and single back to his left. Gonna go screen, almost batted down. Lambert got in there fast.
Geez, I thought, well, they would have to punt. I thought there was almost a lineman that took him up to the block. He'd have been down the field, but.
Yeah, I did see a lot of that that wide receiver screen where that skeleton screen where try to get him going forward to catch the ball on the run. And quarterback did a good job, but just let him a little too far.
Well, yeah, once you take too long throwing it downfield, that's when it is a flag. If you're hitting it behind the line, obviously you're okay.
Yep. So Spearfish a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, some of these games that we watch for Spearfish, whether it was their wins or their losses, they were low-scoring games. So, maybe the defense is probably what this team kind of hangs its hat on.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that pans out the rest of the way. The punt is almost blocked. Back returning it is going to be Brody Randall, and he's going to catch it and get tackled immediately by a couple of Spearfish Spartans.
Coach might be telling him to throw up the fair catch on that one. He was pretty close when they were pretty close when he caught it.
Change of possession here. We're going to take a timeout. Brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. Okay, we are back just in time here to see Hemrick get under center. One back there. Maybe Arrows got away with a false start there.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah,
Fossum
like Fossum
leaned a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like Fossum was leaning there a little bit.
He's going to gain a yard out for the first.
Definitely think they got away with one there. 60 seconds left in the first quarter, 0-0 game. If you're the Arrows, defensively you can't be happier with what they're doing. Offensively, a little stale.
Yeah, this Spearfish defensive front has done a very good job with this Watertown run game. These linebackers, like I said, they're fast. They flow over the top fast. They tackle well.
66 for Spearfish, Alexander Cudmore, 6'2", 275 pounds in the middle there. He's wrecking a lot of havoc. Yeah, we're
not gonna get lucky twice in a row. So.
Yeah. Lightning doesn't strike twice. That's gonna be a false start on the Arrows.
False start.
Push them back 5
Offense,
yards.
number 62, 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Gosh, I wonder if everybody at home hears him as well as we hear him coming in our ears there.
I would sure as heck hope so. That's on Nashberg.
So maybe this turns into more of a Drayton Hemrick game tonight. Some of that drop back pass. The run game's not there yet. They're not quite clicking the way they would like to be. So maybe we'll get a little bit more passing out of him. Yeah,
Fossum's got, looks like 5 carries for 21 yards. Wenches has got 25 yards on the ground. As Hemrick's going to roll out here. Looking, patient. Uh-oh. Tried to get it over that defender to hit Pitkin and couldn't get it over him. Fortunate, very fortunate.
Fortunately, I didn't have number 2. We got one last play in this quarter here. It's going to be on a 3rd and long.
Jordan Wiedner says ref coming in loud and clear on that one. So, yeah, we're all set. Some good technology from Arrow TV. 2nd, 3rd, and 14 of the game for the Arrows. Let's see if this time if they can convert. 3 seconds left. Should be the last play of the first quarter.
Shout out Jordan Whedon, an old classmate of mine.
Yeah, nice.
Tuning in to watch the Arrows play tonight.
That's good. Split wide receivers, 2 on each side. It looks like with Fossum
Briggs is super wide out
to
there.
the left.
That's why.
Do that little delayed draw, and it's going to be short. That's going to bring up the second quarter with a 4th and 2 long for the Arrows. They'll have to.
That is the end of the first quarter.
We're going to take this opportunity to go to a break, brought to you by DFS Insurance.
This is Nathan Lamb. Class of 98, member of the 1996 state championship football team. And you're watching Watertown football on Arrow TV.
Hi, I'm Olivia Reese and I'm a senior and I'm a football manager.
Hi, my name is Layla Peterson and I am a senior as well, and I am a football cheerleader. All right, Olivia. So, would you rather have more money or more time?
I think more time, so I can make more memories.
That's a good one.
Layla, would you rather live in the ocean or on the moon?
I'd do moon, so that you could just jump around and have fun. Oh yeah, it is my turn. Okay, on a trip, do you have to plan everything or you just go with the flow?
I go with the flow, it's more fun. Layla, who's braver, the bull rider or the rodeo clown?
Ooh, I'd say the bull rider just because you're actually getting on it, but I don't really know. Okay. Olivia, what is your guilty pleasure?
Shout out to Watertown Arrows student manager Olivia Reese. Her birthday today as Wench's backs to punt and just
That's a better one.
explodes off of his leg right there. Good punt. 2 arrows go down, and number 4 from Spearfish makes another one miss and then runs through number 77 for the Arrows.
Dylan Doran?
Yeah, is Dylan Doran.
Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan Doran and number 77 for the Arrows. That's Caleb Thronson. Great run by Dylan Doran.
Yeah, it looked like 2 arrows at the same time, simultaneously.
Yeah.
Legs went out from under them. Spearfish takes advantage.
Yeah, a great return because that was a fantastic punt.
Yeah, just
by Wenches.
a low line driver, but kind of a dart.
You know, I was watching Wench's punt before the game, just warming up a little bit, and I told one of the Arrow TV guys that I thought the ball was just ripping off of his foot. Spearfish drops back to
There you go.
have a pick. Well, there's quite a bit of a size difference there between number 4 for Spearfish.
That's something I didn't see a lot of on film was that downfield passing game from Spearfish. Not something they overutilized by any means.
Yeah, Doran is 6'1" and Cole Hansen's 5'9". I wonder if that's a matchup they're going to try to exploit.
They might come back to it again here.
Yeah, they might. I mean, single coverage like there, but Hansen's been really good on man-to-man coverage.
Yeah, he's.
Spearfish is going to hold on to it. Uh-oh, might have some problems. He can fly. The only guy he's got to beat is Olsen. And he does. He makes Olsen miss, and he is gone for a Spearfish touchdown. Or are they going to say he's out of bounds? Nope, they're going to give it to him.
What a good run by Spearfish.
Hey, that's a fantastic individual performance by number 6, Hunter Walters. Fantastic job. He had one guy to beat. He made it, and he beat him.
He went to that sideline as fast as he could. Like I said, they're fast. He got to that sideline quick, and then I thought a couple guys had a beat on him and ran right through Mitch Olsen's tackle and ended up in the end zone.
Tell you what, if anything that Walters is showing us is that you cannot tackle him with an arm.
Not one guy doesn't look like either so far.
No, that is a big kicker for Spearfish. That is number 77, Samuel Marcus. Does his best Sebastian Janikowski impersonation. Bangs that one through.
He boomed that one in.
Yeah, that's extra points good from 45, 50. Be fun to see if he can, how far he can get one. Okay, so Watertown just got punched in the mouth.
You know, it's almost a similar feel of the game 2 weeks ago here at home against Mitchell. We didn't start out hot, but in this case, the defense has played good. The offense hasn't been great, and just one big play from Spearfish is the turning point in this ball game so far.
Can we get a replay of that touchdown run by chance? See, maybe if we got that queued up, but sure, I'd like to see that again. We could focus on that broken tackle. I mean, that was a great individual performance by Hunter Walters to make the one guy miss. Because if Olsen makes that tackle, right.
You've already seen Watertown bowl their back when they had to, when they had to make a stop. So, yeah, you never know there.
Yeah, maybe we can.
Here it comes, Sam.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, here we go. So you see here, Olsen's got a line on him. Olsen takes a good beat, and he beats him to the spot. But Walters just spins him off there, and Too high of a tackle by Olsen. Mitch went too high.
Yeah, he won't miss that one very often, especially on a good running back like that. It's just a good move, and instead ends up taking it to the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, great individual performance by him. Spearfish takes a 7-0 lead and quiets the Watertown crowd.
Short kick.
Yeah, little pop kick here. This one's going to go. Olsen's going to take it on a bounce.
Briggs?
Briggs. Yeah, it's number 3, Nathan Briggs.
That Spearfish crowd, coaching staff, sideline is fired up tonight.
You know what? There's about 30 of them, would you say?
And they're loud with the arrows.
And they are very loud. The Spearfish crowd, there's not a ton of them, but the ones that are here are making their presence known for sure.
They're making the trip worth it. They're going to get their money's worth tonight.
Absolutely. So the Arrows are going to take over 1st and 10 on the 23. Still plenty of football left. No need to panic at this point. But if you're the Arrows on offense, you got to start moving the ball.
Yeah, I think we see Spencer Winch is a little bit more involved here. Again, fresh the last 2 games.
2 carries for 25 yards.
If anything, you are following him running the ball.
Yeah.
On the next couple plays here.
Runs of 17 yards and 8 yards and
following him.
Yeah, Fossum's going to get it here. Patiently runs, and he's going to pick up 5-6 yards there. Good start. Once you get in front of the sticks.
Yeah, once you get those plays hitting, that's when the play action game really takes off after it. The downhill stuff or the downfield stuff, but you got to establish that running game if you're Watertown.
Pitkin, Hansen, and Briggs all check in.
So, now it's 2nd and 4. You can take a shot here and then still maybe run the ball to get that first down.
Yeah, it really opens up the playbook. I mean, you can really do whatever you want at this point if you want to. I mean, they've only taken the shot once, and I think Olsen had his guy beat.
Yep.
But
just kind of off there.
Yeah, Himrick missed him. 4 wide receivers here, 2 on each side. With Briggs in the backfield, they're going to kick it out to Briggs in the flat.
He was down, but number 22 made a great tackle. Lathan Lucas. And one of the guys from Spearfish came through, seemed like virtually untouched there.
Yeah, I mean, Spearfish is doing a good job.
They fly around on defense.
Yeah, they're flying to the ball, and they don't seem to be missing a whole lot of tackles either.
Yeah, I have not seen one so far.
Arrows are going to keep the ball here. 3rd and 3, just under 10 minutes left. Going to the traditional eyes, as we're going to see it right up the middle here to Wenches. No, we're going to see it. Fossum's going to he's tackled short. It's going to be a yard short.
I think they're going for this one. About a half a yard short.
Yeah, they're going to be at least could be a. But 4 down territory here. I think if you're the Arrows, you go for it here.
I don't know where you are on this field where John Hodorf does not feel like his guys against theirs, they should always be able to get 1 yard no matter where you're at on this field. I know a lot of teams like to have that luxury in this state, but the Arrows always have to feel confident on 4th and 1.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, especially at this point, and they got to move the ball. They got to get a first down, and then maybe if they get the first down here, they can take a shot on first.
In the eye.
Yep.
I don't think you guys will be pulling here. They're going straight downhill.
Yep.
Spencer Winch's fullback dive.
There you go. First down. Hang on to the ball, young man. You pick up first down. JD Cars is watching, and he's right by us here. So appreciate JD watching at the stadium even.
He can maybe hear us talking live even right in front of us.
You're probably bugging him while he's trying to watch the game.
I see the Lamberts right in front of us.
Oh, yeah.
Per usual, the Fossum family.
Yep, Fossums are always right in front of us. The Lamberts are always in front of us.
The Hawks aren't too far down. Swenson family.
Yep. 1st and 10 for the Arrows, 8.5 here. You think they take a shot? They got the guys on the field to do it. Briggs and Olsen,
I think they're
to the right, and Pitkins in motion here.
Ooh.
Yep, they're trying to go deep. Throws off his
wide
back
open.
foot. He's got Olsen wide open. Olsen has to come back to the ball and does, and that's a great open field tackle by number 11, Cade Vavruska.
Yeah, Hamrick hangs in there and takes a shot.
I didn't see the shot. He threw off his back foot, and he did about 40 yards.
He did not step into that one. It's probably an Arrows walk-in touchdown. That was the same route, I think about the same play as he missed him on before. Like I said, hangs in there. Here we go, Sam, up above.
Yeah, he does do a good job of hanging in the pocket. And, yeah, I mean, he throws off his back foot, and I think that's about all the arm strength that Himrick had. But good job of recognizing that Mitch Olson was wide open, and Olson does a good job coming back to the ball, protecting his body, and securing the catch. 1st and 10 Arrows on the 31, just under 8 minutes here. Himrick's in the shotgun with 2 backs to each side of him. Hands off again to Fossum. Fossum gets tackled in the open field. Great open field tackle by number 8, Cade Vavruska.
Now there's a block that Spencer Winch has missed. He's got to go forward and take that block. And his defender ends up making the tackle.
Tackling by number 8, Evan Wilson. Brings up
2nd and 6 for the Arrows here. 2nd and 3.
Yeah, it says 2nd and 6. It looks like a lot closer than that.
Yeah, it looks closer to 2nd and 3. 2nd and 4, maybe.
Again, now you go back to maybe taking that shot down the field here. Mitch Olson back in the slot.
Yeah, Olson in the slot.
He's been getting free on a couple of those.
Briggs to Himrick's left. Picking to his right.
Called timeout, I think.
Timeout for the Arrows. Yep, got a timeout for the Arrows.
Timeout. Watertown, their 1st and a half.
We'll take this time to take a timeout as well. This time brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. Seven nothing Spearfish Spartans as the Arrows are starting to drive. If you're the Arrows here, what do you got to do to finish the drive?
I like pounding that football. You know, they've had the most success on that tonight. But on this play here, you might look at taking a shot, and you can always pound it on 3rd and 4th. Like I said, unfortunately, we might abuse a little bit, but it seems like a given. When the Arrows need 1 or 2 yards, you almost think it's automatic. It's kind of like that tush push up in Philly, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think at this point, like, you've got the one long pass from Himrick to Olson there that you connected on. I also think that, I mean, although, yes, they executed, I mean, they're pretty fortunate. The ball hung up there for a little bit. You know, the ground and pound is really working right now for the Arrows, but maybe the Arrows can get the intermediate passing game going. That's what they're going to do here. Right over the middle, looking for Briggs, and this time over his head with pressure in his face right away.
Spearfish has sent a blitzer right up the middle.
And he came free, too. I mean, he was untouched.
And he's coming late. He's coming almost under the way. He's waiting until that center picks a side to help on, and that's when he's coming down the chute, making life extremely difficult for Trayton Himrick tonight.
I got to tell you, Spearfish's defense has been really impressive.
Yeah, I said the more we looked at on those scores, we thought they'd be blowing out some of the teams that they weren't, that we know that they're better than. Even when they've been close, they're keeping them low scoring. So this defense has been good for Spearfish all year long.
Lone tailback here is going to be Fossum. Yeah, and stuffed again right away, and number 66 for Spearfish continues to be a problem. That's Alexander Cudmore.
So when the Arrows pull the guard there, that's where Spearfish is fortunate to bring the blitz, and they get him down the backfield. I don't know what our field goal kicker looks like, Sam, but I think we're going to go for it. Maybe not.
4th and 6 from, the 27, so 41-yard field goal.
We're going to...
Yeah, they're gonna go
doubles here.
4th and 6. Yep.
Empty route, doubles on each side.
Twins top and bottom with Fossum to Himrick's right, and it looks like we're gonna
timeout.
This time we're gonna get a timeout.
Spearfish. Their 1st and a half.
We'll stay here this time, and so if you're Watertown, do you come out in that same formation? Do you mix it up a little bit?
I think the formation's similar. I think even the idea is similar. The Spearfish coaching staff has got to say, hey, we're looking for something over the middle here. Maybe hit them with a corner out, maybe jab to the middle, like you've been fortunate to hit some passes or at least throw up a few down the middle of that field. Maybe hit them on a corner out like we saw a couple weeks ago in this end zone.
Another play that we've seen a lot in this situation, we just saw it on the last drive, was that delayed draw. Right up the middle. You probably don't want to go to the well too many times.
We've seen that a lot on 3rd down, right? Where you have a little bit to spare.
Yeah, can you do it on 4th?
That's tough.
Okay, so you're the offense coordinator here. What's your call?
I'm going to draw up a corner route. You know, I think the reason they're calling timeout, they're saying they're kind of beating us up over the middle. It's those slots. We've got to watch them. We've got to stay inside on them.
I wouldn't mind seeing a mesh route here over the middle, or a crossing route over the middle, and see if you can pop Briggs or
Olsen and Briggs here. Keep your eye on them.
Yep. Uh-oh, we're going to get a false start. Yeah, we're going to get a false start on
Hansen.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 2.
Yep.
5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Yep, just took off way too early. Yep, and that's on Cole Hansen. So now that's going to turn 4th and 6 into 4th and 11.
Punt, it looks like.
Wenches is running out onto the field.
Now in 11. The ball is now placed on the Spartan 32-yard line.
Hansen's coming off the field. I don't know.
Hemrick staying on the field. So it looks like the Arrows are going to go for it on 4th and 11 from their 32.
Probably staying and having a little extra pass pro here.
But you know what? I mean, you can trust your defense outside of the one long run. I mean, the defense has really done well and held up. But, you know, this is a big play. This is a big gamble here.
Yeah, we'll see what Watertown dials up here. Mitch Olsen in the slot. He's going to run out there.
I feel like Fossen.
Briggs over the middle. Oh, he had him. Wide open, unfortunately.
You got to throw it. You got to make a play. You got to throw it. Yeah, he's just going to get gobbled up by a slew of Spartans.
He had to break to his left about a beat too late, and if he can hang in there for another half a second, he's got Briggs hitting his head on the goalpost, Sam.
You know, at some point, though, I mean, you have to understand the situation, right? I mean, it's 4th and 11. You got to at least make an attempt, throw the ball, right?
Yeah, you got to get that one out of your hands. I mean, even if it's picked off, it's better field position than where you're giving it back to him right now.
Right, exactly. I mean, it turns into an extended punt, or, you know, like a short punt.
Yep.
So Spearfish is going to take over on the 30-yard line. 6 minutes left to go in the half. They are going to be in shotgun here with the single back. And we'll see it, and they're going to go back to Brown or excuse me, that's Hunter Walters. Go back to Hunter Walters, and they're just leaning on that guy, and he seems to be doing okay. He's answering the bell.
The Arrows have to figure out a solution for him. He's going to be a pain in them the rest of the night. He's not going to do anything crazy here. They're going to stay locked in on one guy. Not going to have to venture off too much at all. It's just going to be number 6, Hunter Walters, left, right, and up the middle the rest of the night.
He looks good, and why not? I mean, he seems to be getting positive yards on every down, and they've got something on that right side. They're going to go again on that right side and pick up a few more yards. I think they're going to be, looks like they're going to have the first down here. Yep, they're going to have the first down. They definitely have something on that right side. I mean, they keep going that way, and they're being successful every time.
And they're in no hurry. Best case scenario for them right now is run out this clock, even if you only may put 3 points on the board. Bleed that clock.
Hey, you know what? If you're Spearfish and there's 5 minutes left and you're up 7-0, and like you said, they bleed that clock, and even if they put up 3 points or if they're fortunate enough to get a touchdown, keep in mind that they get the ball at the start of the second half too.
Yeah, worst case scenario, the Arrows do not touch the ball the rest of this half if you're Spearfish.
Yep, I think if you're Spearfish, that's definitely a win. We've got single coverage here with Cole Hansen on the bottom. They're going to run this way, and on that left side, they're not having near as much success as they are on the right side.
They will abandon that pretty quick. If they only have success on one side, they'll keep sticking to it.
It'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments that O'Connor can make to shore up that right side.
So it's been just a few. It's been a few big bad plays for him. Is really it on defense. Now you're just about here where Spearfish have to drop back and try to pass, but might get something quick over the middle here or something to the flat that we've seen from Spearfish early.
Well, like you said, Spearfish is in absolutely no hurry to get this play in.
And they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah, they're going to run it down as far as they can and take the timeout. 4 minutes left here in the first half, and this has been a really good football game. I mean, it's not the sexy game, where it's a back and forth and a lot of points scored. But
Spearfish, their second of the half.
If you like good, hard-nosed football, this is the game for you. And
a little bit of a surprise too. I mean, Spearfish is a good football team, but Watertown obviously is too. I think I expected it to be maybe 14-7 or 14-14 going into the half, and that's just not what we've seen yet from the Watertown offense. The Spearfish may certainly end with 14 points at the half, but I don't know if Watertown's in line for that.
Serena and Taylor Berger join us at home, watching with the handsome JT, or TJ, excuse me. They said hi, and then John Hubbard's checking in from Colorado.
Colorado.
Yep.
The Berger family.
Great.
Checking us out tonight.
Great people. Great people, for sure. 2nd and 11 with 4 minutes left here. Spearfish is going to come in a shotgun. They're going to, is that 6 or 8, Tyson, to his left?
I think that's 8.
Is that 8? Is that Wilson to his left?
I was going to ask Taylor Berger for a score prediction for the final tonight. I might have to get that from him yet. Number 6, a reverse.
Hey, that's a great design, a great play, and well executed.
Comeback.
Yeah, we're going to get a hold here. Yeah, I think we're going to get a hold on Spearfish, so that's going to come back. You saw number 9 for the Arrows, Caden Decker, throw his hands up immediately. He knew he was being held.
Yep.
Mitch Olsen, there is a flag on the play.
So I was curious if they were going to try to throw that
Holding.
ball.
Offense, number 71, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay, 2nd down.
And if you're head coach Tom Teason, you're a little upset on that one because I feel like it was a great play call at the right time.
And it looks like it could really be a drive killer here, and it should get if all goes according to plan, get the Arrows the ball back here with plenty of time on the clock in the end of this first half.
Yeah, 2nd and 21 now at this point.
I think we're going to see Cole Hansen maybe get a shot his direction here, maybe on that height differential we talked about before.
Yeah, I think if you're Spearfish, I mean, that's something you want to attack. But Cole Hansen is very, very good on single coverage, on man-to-man coverage. It's kind of Cole Island out there. Look,
Let's see if we can get the ball back on Cole Island here.
There's no safeties back. There's no safeties deep. Yeah, they're not even going to go.
He's going to run it.
Yeah, and he's got room. Got to make a tackle right there. Ketwick misses him, and he keeps going. What a phenomenal run. We're going to get a flag here at the back end of that. I didn't see the flag. Did you? Is there a block in the back?
I saw Briggs fall over. I don't. But the flag was before that, I think.
I thought the flag came in late. But hey, what can we say about Thomas Hughes? The kid can fly.
There is a flag on the play.
Is it? Yeah, it was definitely way behind the play.
The flag came in way late, but I wonder if it was 88 with the block in the back right towards the end of the, right about at the sticks.
That is going to bail Watertown out in a huge way.
After the play,
First down.
unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense, number 59. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. 1st down.
After the play is the kicker there, but yeah, I thought there was only one offensive line. I don't know if he knew the ref was behind him. He just said something. He was by himself.
Yeah, he must have said something. I thought maybe they could have got a block in the back when they were at the sticks. I'm glad they didn't call it, because I mean that's a sensational run there by.
Here's the replay. I don't think we're going to see it right. That's what I thought had originally happened. I don't know if it was 71 or
59. 59, I think, is what the call was.
He was
on.
so far back there by himself that.
This time they're going to run to the left. Great cut back there. Good tackle there for the Arrows. That's number 9, Caden Decker with a strong tackle. Arrows defense got to tighten up here a little bit.
Yeah, they're getting gashed a little bit, and unlike Spearfish, they are missing the tackles.
Yep.
Kind of all over throughout this first half.
And if you're Spearfish, you are absolutely loving this drive right now. You are taking a lot of clock. You're taking a lot of clock, and you're moving the ball.
They actually haven't, in the last 2 minutes, they haven't moved the ball because they just went back to the original spot, but they've blown 2 minutes in the process.
Right, but, I mean, to your point, I mean, they come back that 15 yards, but...
It's just, like you said, it works out good in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, it really does. They're going to go to that. This time it's going to be a quarterback keeper, and smartly, he's going to go down there a little bit, kind of awkwardly.
He's not trying to run through anybody like
Hughes is definitely
like his running mate Walters.
Yeah, Hughes is definitely not trying to, and rightfully so. I mean, I'm sure he's coached. Get down. 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and Bethany Severson checks in and says, "Good job, announcers." That's you.
Bethany, I hope your daughter's feeling better.
Yeah.
I know she wasn't feeling very good earlier when I talked to you.
For sure.
Well, this is the biggest third game of the night, or third down of the night for the Arrows here. Got to get a stop, try and get the offense back on the field, and try and put some points up on the board before this half's over.
Yeah, I definitely need a spark here from the Arrows defense. They need a stop bad as Spearfish continues to drive. Drop back to pass, got a little bit of time coming here in the flat to the short side. He's going to drag a guy with him and pick up the first down. And for the Spartans, that's number 33. He's Bosch.
He's short, Sam, I think.
I thought he had it.
I did too, but they got him marked half a yard short.
I thought he had it
a yard short.
I thought he had it easily.
All right, Sam.
Yeah, they're gonna mark him short.
Well, like you said, you got to go for it. You got your 3 big down linemen. I would expect Winches to come down here and put his hand in the dirt.
So it's going to be 4th, and I'm going to call it inches. I thought that's a tough spot for Spearfish, I thought.
Let's see what Spearfish has in him here.
Split backs. Oh, I thought he got back. Tyson, he didn't.
In high school, you can come across as a flag.
That's it?
Yeah.
Can't come back. Okay, well, that's going to be on the arrows. That's going to be a free.
Prior to this encroachment, defense, number 65, 5-yard penalty, results in a first down.
So Grayson Newharth says, tuning in from Venice, Florida, that is. The Arrows need some serious mojo, need a big play to get them going. Go Arrows and go number 17. So we've circled Florida off the geography map.
The Marcus Pitkin fan club coming in from the southeast corner of the country.
Yeah, you'd love to see it. All right, so 1st and 10 after the free first down.
Spearfish has elected to start the game clock on the snap.
Now they have their eyes on the bigger prize here. Now they're in scoring range. From what their kicker did on the extra point, he's been in range for 10 yards.
You know, and at halftime, hold your water. Like, Hodor's not going to be happy with that one.
Well, there might be a butt chewing.
Olsen got turned around and recovered well and came back just in time to get his hand up, but he got beat.
Yeah, fortunate that ball was underthrown as well.
Yeah, I think, did you see who the pressure came from? Was that from Wenches?
Wenches got,
or excuse me, yeah, from Wenches.
He got picked up pretty good on that block, but he was right up in there.
Yeah, I mean, Olsen got beat right away. I mean, he recovered well, and he was able to get back in time, do a good job, and get his hand up there and knock down the pass.
Picture that Watertown faithful there you just saw. They have to get loud here at the end of this second quarter.
Minute 6 left in the first half as Spearfish continues to drive. Going back to that flat there. Got to get a tackle right there, and they do. Arrows come away with a good open field tackle that time by Mitch Olsen.
I wonder if the Arrows thinking about calling a timeout here. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, 3rd and 10.
Gosh, the way they're running the ball, I maybe don't agree with. I agree with them maybe not taking one. They just want to get into half and regroup here. But the Spearfish are going to let this clock bleed.
Arrows,
I mean, if you're the Arrows offense,
Arrows got
it's
two
not like they're moving the ball, a ton.
Fair.
So
that's fair. That's fair.
He wants just to make sure they don't give him any extra time to keep driving down the field here.
See what happens here on 3rd and 8. Spearfish sends a man in motion. One back behind him. He's going to hand off to that back. They're going to go to the right side and pick up a few.
They're going to call a timeout at the last second and throw that field goal team out there. I would imagine
that big Sebastian Jankowski kicker.
That's what they're going to do.
We said that we wanted to see how far he could boot one.
I think if I was watching, I'd call a timeout there at with about 15, 20 seconds. That way you would not lose.
Spearfish.
But you never know.
Their final timeout of the half.
Well, who knows? I mean, this is a little bit risky if you're Spearfish. I mean, if it's me, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know how good their kicker actually is.
Right.
But maybe you can bring the offense back there, have your quarterback drop back, heave one as far as he can go, throw a 50-50 ball, and.
I think that's, I think looking back on it now, Coach Horlock's going to wish he maybe would have called a timeout when there was 20 seconds, but you never know. You might get in there, block a field goal, and take it all the way back.
Well, I watched an Alabama Auburn game one time. I mean, that wasn't a block. I mean, it was a return field goal, but stranger things have happened.
Eagles just did it this weekend.
2-point conversion.
Yeah. Blocked one.
Yeah, it was an extra point. The great Keely Ringo from University of Georgia.
A rare Keely Ringo shout out.
Yeah, it looks like Spearfish is going to has their offense out onto the field, so maybe that's what we're going to see on 4th and 5. Drop back and just
we'll see this
everybody Arrows, runs the 9 and goes to the end zone.
We'll see this Arrows secondary take a step back, and they'll probably bring a blitz here off the edge, see if they can get that ball out a little bit quicker than they expect. Yeah, the Arrows are going to take a timeout and back everybody up a little bit.
Yeah, regroup. And
they weren't quite as ready for that, I don't think. I think
timeout.
We thought a field goal was coming too.
Watertown.
Yeah, and if you're the defense, I mean, just simply nothing behind you.
Yeah, get a couple. Even the two deepest guys we have were about the 15-yard line.
Yeah,
I think
they weren't playing any prevent. That's for sure.
Hodorf wants to make sure this game goes to half 7-0.
Well, while we're on a timeout here, why don't we check into Brookings T?
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, see where we're at there with 2 seconds left as we wait for the final play of the first half.
9-6, Brookings is up with a minute to go. Same time as us, but 9-6 Brookings with under a minute to go in the second quarter.
And that game is played in Brookings.
Yep.
And I do believe I was told that Brookings' best running back tore an ACL.
Best running back?
Yeah.
Wish him a speedy recovery.
Yeah, I don't know how
Look
much
forward to seeing him. Well, I guess we won't exactly see him next year.
But I mean, if in fact, we never like to hear about a kid getting injured. That's for sure.
Right. Now Mitch Olsen has backed up quite a few steps. Briggs is backing up as we speak.
Yep.
Cole Hansen's taking a steps back.
Yep. Hansen's way off. Gonna drop back here and pass.
Oh, it's a screen.
Yeah, and Lambert sniffed it out. Lambert did a good job of sniffing it out. He saw it right away. So that's gonna do it for the first half. The number 1 rated Watertown Arrows trailing the number 5 Spearfish Spartans 7-0. We're gonna take about a 10-minute break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
This is Nathan Lamb, class of 98, member of the 1996 state championship football team, and you're watching Watertown football on Arrow TV.
I'm Micah Hawk, and I'm a senior. I play on the offensive line and defensive line.
I'm Malik Decker, I'm a senior, and I'm a running back. Would you always rather smell like garlic or a wet dog?
Ooh. Probably garlic.
Okay.
Would you rather have a unibrow or no eyebrows at all?
No eyebrows. No eyebrows?
No eyebrows?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. All right. If you could make a new ice cream flavor, what would it be?
That's tough. Reese's Pieces, but they probably got that flavor.
They got a lot of ice cream flavors.
If you were famous, what would be your stage name?
Malik. It would be my name.
Just Malik?
Yeah, it'd be Malik.
Alright.
That's my name. Alright. If you could be invisible for a day, what would you do?
Rob a bank. Oh yeah.
It's illegal.
What's the funniest insult you can come up with?
Funniest insult?
Yep.
Insult?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Come on, Malik.
See, this is what you're talking about, putting me on the spot.
Yes, sir.
We gotta keep it G-rated.
It doesn't matter. Come up with an insult.
You smell like wet dog.
Hi, this is Coach Hodorf, and you are watching Arrow Football on Arrow TV. Go Arrows!
Please welcome to the field the Watertown Arrows Marching Band. The band is directed by Austin Fordham. drum line is directed by Garrett Buchanan, and the color guard is directed by Brenda Engel. Drum majors are Grace Lemmers, Josh Thorson, Abby Anderson, and Cameron Crowe. Performing their show, the Pirates of the Caribbean, the Watertown Arrows Marching Band.
Spencer Wenches, and you're watching Arrow Football on Arrow TV.
Close to a final 36-0 over Douglas.
All right, Tyson, we are back, and we're going to try to play with our instant replay machine here.
Bring up that touchdown?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the touchdown here. The replay machine is courtesy of Dakota Land Federal Credit Union and DFS Insurance. So what we're gonna highlight here is what I want you to do is I want you to watch Micah Hawk right here, lined up on Spearfish's number 77, Samuel Marcus. You're gonna see Samuel Marcus right here with a good down block, and he's gonna seal Micah, and it's gonna open that hole right here for the running back, number 6, Hunter Walters. So here, if you can stop right there, so you got a great seal block there, down block, right? Tyson, you got a good down block there on the great Micah Hawk. And then not to be outdone, you're going to see another great block here, which is going to take out number 60. Is that Nash for us?
Yeah, Nashberg, 62.
Yep. So he's going to seal out Nashberg there. And then you're going to see a missed tackle here, right at impact. Right there, you're going to see a missed tackle here.
That's awesome.
Great individual effort there by Hunter. He's going to go right through him. Then if we can speed up a little bit, he's going to cook over to the sideline. He's going to kick it outside here, cook over to the sideline. Now here, you got one-on-one with Mitch Olson and Hunter, and now it's just a foot race. So you can see that Mitch Olson's a little bit in front of him. It's a foot race. He's got the angle, and if we can speed it up just a little bit to about the 35, Spearfish guy going nuts here. He's loving it, cheering on his guy. Olson beats him to the point of attack, but when he beats him there, he goes too high. He's up here. He's got to be down here, get him at the waist, and just get after him. And he tries to tackle him with one arm. Hunter throws him off, walks in for a 62-yard touchdown.
A great blocking scheme, a great run by Walters. Kind of has Mitch set up there. He's aiming on that upfield shoulder. He cuts back. He's able to walk it into the end zone there. The only points of this game, Sam, come on that one play.
And if we can go back to the very beginning of that, please, if we can rewind it all the way to the front, that 62-yard touchdown is going to be brought up in the Spearfish papers, and everybody's going to talk about how great that Hunter Walters was, and they're right. Hunter Walters was fantastic, but it all starts right here with number 77 for Spearfish, Samuel Marcus.
Taking out the biggest problem in the state, Micah Hawk.
Yeah, arguably the best defensive lineman in the entire state. I mean, that's a great job by Samuel Marcus. And a great individual run there by number 6, Hunter Walters. And there's still a whole half of football left. But right now, your Dakota Land player of the game is number 6, Hunter Walters.
Yeah, he's been awesome. He's been the backbone of the Spearfish team. Watertown's had some struggles getting him on the ground. Missed plenty of tackles, opposed to Spearfish really not missing any. So it's going to be a big second half, a fun second half, a hard-nosed football game. I just don't know what Watertown's going to do to get this offense going. They got to get back to that downhill run game, get some of that play action pass set up, and kind of lean on what they've done in the past. But they just haven't looked real sharp tonight, Sam.
You know, and if you're big Micah Hawk, you're going to win more than you're going to lose for sure. And I'm definitely not saying that Micah lost that play. That was a great individual. That was a great play, great blocking scheme. And sometimes, you know, I mean, it happens. We have the best offensive lineman in football, best defensive lineman in football in the National Football League. I mean, it just happens. They get beat. So, but I think we're going to see a big second half here from Micah and from the defense. If you're the defense, you got to feel pretty confident because outside of that 62-yard run, you have held Hunter Walters to a 2-yard carry, 0 yards, 8, 3, 4, and 3.
Yeah, he's got under 20 yards rushing in the rest of the game. It's just it's that one big play. He's had some decent runs, but really that one is obviously the story of the game here. Yeah, Watertown's defense has been fine. You know, they're still looking for a turnover. They're looking to make a big impact play here. Outside of that goal line stand early in the first quarter, you know, there just hasn't been a lot of light to this to this football team, to this crowd, everybody. It's almost like you showed up and you were looking to that T game next week. Spearfish just came out and really punched you in the mouth, and I'm excited to see how Watertown answers this challenge here in the second half.
Yeah, just saw Micah Hawk here talking to Trenton Hemrick right in front of us down here on the sidelines. A couple of headbutts exchanged, and if I'm Trenton, if I'm Hemrick, I don't want to be on the other side of that headbutt.
Yeah, I don't think I'd stand by him anymore on the sidelines. I had a teammate in college that would bark and headbutt before the games, and I made sure to steer clear of him. That's just problems waiting to happen.
Beverly Mullins watching her beautiful granddaughter out in the band, watching all the way from Grand Junction, Colorado. Beautiful Maggie Oz texts me and says that she's watching, so we appreciate her and Corey watching. And we are about to start the second half here as the Arrows are going to kick off to Spearfish here. Arrows trailing by 7. It's been a great football game so far, Tyson. I'm excited to see what the second half brings.
There's one guy who would not kick it to back there, and he's the one that's been touching the ball the whole game. Luckily, he won't get his hands on it here.
Boy, that's a great kick as he kicks it out of the back of the end zone. Kicked by number 21. Is that Riley Fisher?
Yep.
That is Riley Fisher. Boy, boot like that, he may be kicking on Saturdays.
I still want to see some long field goal at some point, whether it's Snyder this year. Arrows will have the wind at their back if they kick a field goal this quarter. Okay,
the Arrows are going to start off on defense. Spearfish is going to have the ball at the 20. Tyson, right? Start off at the 20.
Yes, sir. See if we get a heavy dose of Hunter Walters here to start for Spearfish.
Yeah, if you are, you got to lean on what's gotten you to this point, and it's been a lot of Hunter Walters.
And guess who gets the ball? Hunter Walters.
Yeah, and just a great move by Walters as he cuts up to get a couple of yards, but he was dead to rights behind the backfield.
That was a good 1 yard gain. There's not a lot of those, but that's one of them.
A gain of 1 on the play. Initial stop by number 9, Caden Decker.
Caden Decker made the stop.
Got a couple Spartans fans chiming in, watching from Spearfish, so appreciate you guys watching. River Gravat and Hello Me Bot. 11.5 here, 2nd and 8. Looks like he fell forward for 2 yards. Great run. Go back to Brown this time on the right side, and this is what's been killing the Arrows all night. That play right there has been hurting the Arrows all night. That right side.
Spencer Winches tries to give him a shoulder, knock him over, and he stays on his feet. Got to wrap up, got to run through those tackles if you're the Arrows defense.
Hey, right now, Hunter Walters is taking this game over.
Yeah, win or lose this game, you're going to ride the back of him the whole night. I don't know if I'd give it to anybody else the rest of the game if I'm them.
Yeah, I'm going to see what the kid's got in the tank. He's touching the ball a lot, but he's getting a lot of success, and Spearfish is moving the ball well. I think the
quarterback keeper?
Yeah, I think the Arrows wanted a false start there and didn't get it. That's going to be a quarterback keeper there, this time by Thomas Hughes.
Yeah, Lambert wanted a false start there. He didn't get it. Luckily, the ball went away from him, but he wasn't quite ready when that was snapped.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. 2 yard gain there by the quarterback Thomas Hughes. Fortunately, the Arrows have been able to stifle him a little bit, both throwing and rushing. Had that long one with the 15-yard penalty at the end of it. Sweep here, wide receiver. He's going to get outside. Great block there by number 4 for Spearfish.
Good tackle by Decker.
Yeah, Dylan Doran with a great block there. Just got enough to get in the way. Martin Rammel, Arrow fan watching from Scottsdale, and Jackson Beckman, go Arrows.
We're trying to hit up all the states tonight.
Hey, you know what? Maybe we can cross off a few more. All right, that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. I think this is a pretty important drive here for both teams. If you're Spearfish, you want to be able to move the chains, show that you can you can move the ball.
Getting some light from this Arrows crowd here on a big 3rd down.
Arrows defense got to stiffen up here a little bit.
Awesome.
Awesome! Hold on to that ball, young man. Great Great job by Marcus Fossum of reading it out. Jumps in front, makes the play. Big play on defense.
Gets Spearfish out of what they're comfortable doing, running that ball downhill. Fossum steps in front of the pass and makes the biggest play of this game so far.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And again, it's Marcus Fossum.
Yeah, I saw it too, and I first thought it was Winches right away at that linebacker spot, but Fossum's having a nice night on defense.
He really is here. This replay brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. You see Fossum here right at the right of your screen. He's going to read it out, keep his eyes in the backfield the whole time, and then just jumps in front of it, picks it off, and then picks up a few more yards afterwards. Sets up the Arrows with great field position to start the second half. Get a little excitement going now here.
You get a pick. You got to give it back to the guy, right?
Absolutely. Fossum is going to be in the backfield here, and that's what they do. He's going to cut it inside. Did he have something there if he maybe cut it outside?
Oh,
he's down. He's down.
They are lucky the ref blew that one dead.
He's down. He's down.
Fossum gave that ball right back.
The handoff to number 25, Marcus Fossum. Very little gain, maybe a loss on it.
Yeah, I think Fossum was down by contact there, no fumble.
I thought they blew him dead when he was up, but yeah, regardless, it was close.
Yeah, 2nd and 10 here, no gain. Great, I mean, hard tackle. We talked about it earlier. Spearfish just continues to tackle hard.
Fossum got that ball. He just about gave it right back to him.
Yeah, wouldn't that have been something? Fossum's going to be to Hemrick's right. Hemrick's going to drop back to
There's that blitz in the middle.
Got a guy wide open. It's Marcus Picken. Wide open in the end zone for a touchdown. Arrow 6.
If we see that replay now, what we talked about at halftime when we were off, Watertown's really struggling to pick up that middle blitz. This time, Fossum steps up, hits that linebacker right in the mouth. Hemrick's able to step up and deliver a dime on the money. That's the difference.
Beautiful ball by Trayton Hemrick, and he hits Picken wide open in the end zone for an Arrow touchdown, and now the Arrows are 1 point away from tying this up.
We'll get that replay at some point, but that was the difference in that first half. The Spearfish has been sending that blitzer right up the middle. I don't know if Watertown was seeing him or not, but really bailed him out there, Sam.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful design there by the Arrows. Picken gets open, beats this guy man-to-man, and Hemrick puts a beautiful ball in there to move this game to 1 point. Hemrick's going to hold. Lewis is going to snap, and it's going to get blocked. Could be big.
That's going to be a big one for the Arrows here coming up.
And with 8:27 left to go in the third period, it's Spearfish still leading the Watertown Arrows 7-6.
Okay, so missed extra point, and looks like we got a guy for Spearfish limping off there. I can't see, is that number 4? Is that 4 for Spearfish? If so, that's Dylan Doran, and that is a big loss. Yeah, it looks like number 4. I hope he's okay. He's a big part of this Spearfish team. Senior wide receiver, 6'1", 200-pound. Also plays defensive back, and we've called his name multiple times tonight. So I definitely hope he's okay.
And Walters carries him off. What hasn't he done tonight, Sam?
Geez, the Walter kid, he's impressive. Catching up with the chat here a little bit. Grayson Newworth, there it is. The big play the Arrows needed. Momentum is on our side. Go number 17, that's Picken, and then Jackson Beckman chimes in and says, "Good job, Arrows." So Arrows still trailing by 1 after the blocked extra point. And I'm not sure who got it. I'm assuming that was that Dylan Doran that got it.
They got what? Sorry.
They got the blocked kick, the blocked extra point.
I didn't see that.
Another great kick by Riley Fisher.
Well, if you do need a field goal at some point, this is the quarter to do it. We got that wind at your back.
You know what? That's a pretty big weapon to have in high school football when you got a kid that can kick it out of the back of the end zone like that.
It is something. When I played, I never had anything like that in high school, Sam. You're lucky just to get it past midfield, if I'm being honest. But
Jerica Fossum chimes in, says, "Way to go." Who? Fossum. Fossum to Fossum connection there from Jerica.
I like that.
Watching Marcus play. Marcus, of course, was the last Dakota Land player of the game 2 weeks ago at home here against Mitchell on homecoming night.
I still want to see that replay again yet at some point tonight. We'll get it. We got time.
8.5 minutes here to go in the third quarter. Got a little bit of fireworks here for the Arrows. Fossum gets the interception, and then the Arrows capitalize with the touchdown from Hemrick to Pitkin. Pull the Arrows into one after the missed extra point. 7-6 Spearfish.
Oh, there's nobody there.
Grounding there.
There's nobody there.
I think we should have had intentional grounding. I think we're going to get unnecessary roughness on Fossum.
You think so?
It could be, because I thought Fossum threw him to the ground afterwards.
There's nobody there.
Yeah, I mean, it should be intentional grounding, but that flag came late. And now the refs are going to get together. We'll see what the refs do. They're going to get together here. They're going to call intentional grounding.
They got to be talking about it. There's no reason to talk to anybody else if he was calling it. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. You got intentional grounding there.
I said, when he started talking to the other ref, that's when I got a little confidence back, because he's the one who threw the play. He shouldn't need to talk to anybody.
Yeah, and that 100% was intentional grounding.
Yes.
You got a guy in your face. And then
he was just making sure there wasn't a receiver close or something.
Yeah, and there wasn't. There was no eligible tight end or anything. Definitely the right call. I thought maybe Marcus.
Intentional grounding. Offense, number 9. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Loss and down. Second down.
I think Marcus lucked out where the Arrows were picking up and running with it, so they thought it could have been a fumble. There was no, intent to harm anybody type of thing there. So
yeah, no, for sure.
Jeez,
all right, so
that is second and a mile.
Yeah, the Arrows crowd is definitely alive after that. A couple of big plays in a row here for the Arrows. The momentum seems to be on their side here. It's good.
Winches, just about had a safety.
Hey, Wenches did a great job of forcing the quarterback to move inside, and then once you get inside on that defensive line, who's there?
Micah Hawk.
Big old Micah Hawk.
Wenches did a good job making him cut back, but he was about a half step away from having a 2-point safety.
Yeah, third and forever at this point. I mean, it's 3rd and 29, and if you're Spearfish, you're just trying to get out of this drive alive. Don't give up a safety. Don't turn the ball over. Get out of here with the punt and then try to get the defense back on the field and see if they can hold them.
Watertown's got a little momentum here. Sideline's getting fired up. Crowd's getting fired up.
They're going to hand off here and keep it short and simple. They're going to run up the gut. That's a great job again by number 6, Hunter Walters. We called his name a million times tonight. You know what? And on 3rd and 29, when you pick up, 5-6 like that, it's not going to show up in the books as anything great, but that gives them breathing room on that punt.
If anything, if you're Watertown, now we saw with Spencer Winches earlier, punting here with your foot on a little bit more slippery surface with that gravel, keep an eye on that for Spearfish here.
The great Tyler Kranz is watching. He on the extra points, he said Brandon Aubrey vibes.
Don't see too many misses from him.
Yeah, and Jamie, we are getting a new field. It's ready to go. We'll be playing on it next year. It'll be all turf. It'll be beautiful. And yeah, this is the last year at the legendary.
It is an all turf field?
Yep.
That's great.
Yep. So Spearfish is going to punt. This one's going to be high and short. It's going to take a big old bounce. And Randall is going to... He took a little bit of a risk going to get that one. Thankfully, he's got it, but...
Randall likes getting his hands on that ball. Doesn't matter what it is. He wants to get his touches in.
Yeah, that kid is not afraid to get hit either. I mean, he's small in stature, but mighty.
There was 4 Spearfish guys right there when he dove on that.
Yeah, thankfully he held on to it. Must be a hockey player, huh?
It saved us a couple yards. I'll give him credit for that.
Absolutely. All right, so 7-6, 6.5 minutes here. If we're talking that pendulum swinging, way in Watertown right now.
I think right here, Briggs, Mitch Olson, they're both lined up in the slot, taking that shot across the middle of the field. Winches is...
Yeah, Wenches is coming to the...
now they're all out.
Yeah, Wenches is coming to the near side.
See if he comes in motion across the field.
Pass him to the left.
Picked up
Hemrick was looking
to him.
Don't get sacked.
Briggs came open late again there.
So we talk about that pendulum, and now Spearfish does a good job of getting a big sack on first down. Arrows were looking to capitalize on the momentum, and now a big sack puts the Arrows behind the sticks. That's tough to come back from.
Yeah. They have had some success with that crossing right over the middle. Keep an eye on here. Briggs is coming off. So Mitch Olson, Pitkin.
Travis Rocky texted me and said that the Randall kid is a wrestler, so definitely not scared of contact.
Yeah, least of his concerns.
Yeah, for sure. 2nd and 20 here. Arrows playing behind the sticks on this drive. Going to hand it off to Fossum. He's going to go right up the middle. Great tackling again, this time by number 8, and that's Evan Wilson.
Briggs coming back on the field here. Pitkin coming off, or?
It's 3rd and 11 right now. If you get 8-9 here, you could get back into 4-down territory. I mean, you don't have to get it all right here, do you, Tyson?
Well, it's more like 3rd and 15, 3rd and 16.
3rd and 16.
I mean, obviously, if you don't get anything, they're going to punt it. Yeah, if it was me, I'd be looking at an 8-10 yard crossing route. Maybe just get in range to give you an option here. See what the Arrows dial up. Briggs coming in motion. Going to run an out route. Yeah, that blocking did not hold up there.
Yeah, another big sack by Spearfish. This time, number 22
gives you an easy decision.
Lathan Lucas. Yeah, and then you don't even have to think about a punt away. Yeah, what a game of momentum. I mean, kudos to Spearfish there because Watertown had all of it.
Yeah, it was a drive. It kind of seemed like it'd be a drive where Watertown would kind of take this game over.
Yeah.
And instead, now it's 4th and 24.
Yeah, absolutely. 4th and 24. Sensational job by the Spearfish Spartans defense.
That's a flag.
That's a live ball. That ball was first touched by Spearfish.
You better hope Watertown got it so they can repunt. Because otherwise they're going to decline that penalty.
What's the flag on?
False start. Illegal motion again. God, that really is going to save Watertown.
Fortunate.
That really bad punt's going to save Watertown.
Yeah, they're going to be able to repunt.
Yes.
We'll turn it over to the refs here and see what they have to say. Yep. Good call, Tyson.
Illegal motion. Offense. Penalties decline. Result of the play. First down.
Oh, I thought Watertown came up with it. Well, they did.
Yeah, they declined the penalty.
Well, they touched it first.
That's what I thought. I thought that Spearfish touched it. And then you have a turnover. That's a live ball.
Yeah, I'm a little confused on that one.
Unless the high school rule is different, but he definitely touched it.
Did they not think he touched it first?
Maybe not. Maybe they called it. They called it dead when maybe they thought Watertown touched it first. That's the only thing I could think of. Spearfish is going to rely again on number 6, Hunter Walters, and number 9, Caden Decker met him right at the line of scrimmage there.
It's good hard-nosed football, both sides there.
You can hear it up here.
Yep.
Yeah, you can hear the pads colliding here.
I'm really curious to hear an explanation on that one later. And said there's a rule I'm not aware of.
Either that or maybe when we watch it on tape, maybe it did hit Watertown first.
Huh.
I thought it hit Spearfish first, but what do I know? I'm an umpire. I can't see. Going to stay here with Hunter, and he's going to go up middle, and Mike is going to wrap him up. He's not going to get far after that. Actually, that's tackled by number 54 for the Arrows. That is Luca Lesson.
So third and 7 here, and they're right on that fringe of that 4-down territory. Look at maybe them just running that ball downhill with Walters and see if they're in range and maybe go for it. A little bit of a
wrinkle here from Spearfish.
Okay, kind of a long huddle almost.
Yeah, taking their time.
Seeing what they come up with.
Split backs, man in motion. They're going to stay with Hunter. Hunter's going to run hard. He's going to get a first down.
Oh, just another good run. Here comes Micah Hawk.
Yeah, I mean, Hunter Walters, man, what can you say?
Just been fun to watch. Consistently, he's hitting that hole hard and he's hitting it fast. And we looked earlier. It's not like he's got a bunch of 10-yard runs, but even the 2-yard runs, he's been fun to watch.
Keith Stokes think that they had possession on that punt. Hard to say. And then Olivia Deco says go Arrows. So 1st and 10, big third down conversion there from the Spartans, and it's just hard-nosed football on their end right now. they're going to stay with that run inside, and this time Micah Hawk's back there. And
yeah, I guess getting him a play or two off was.
And Spencer Wench is back there, and number 5 for the Arrows is back there too, and that's Cooper Ketwig. Let's talk about Cooper Ketwig a little bit. Middle linebacker for the Arrows. He's got his nose all over the ball, all 140 pounds of him.
He's not the biggest carnival, but he makes a big impact in the middle of that Watertown defense.
Yeah, he really does. And to be a middle linebacker at 140 pounds, guy's fearless.
You got to be wired a little bit differently to do that.
Yep, for sure. Maybe a little crazy.
I like that.
Yeah,
like that in the middle linebacker.
Absolutely. Single back here this time to quarterback's left side. They're going to go
running back in there.
Right up to the middle. That's number 33 for Spearfish.
He gives them a burst energy.
That's Mick Bosch.
3rd and 1.
5'5", 165 pounds.
Tackle by number 9.
3rd and 1.
Yep.
Brings up 3rd down and a yard.
Gosh, this quarter's flying by, huh? A minute and a half left in the 3rd.
Well, and if you're Spearfish here, you just hand it off to Walters and say, you do the rest.
I think
on the Arrow 24-yard line.
You might have to. You might get a little bit more creative than that. You go right down the middle.
Look at the coverage on Hansen here outside. I mean, he is right on him. Man-to-man coverage right on here.
Yeah, they got creative.
Yeah, great call. Great blocking downfield by Spearfish. Couple missed tackles. Carried a guy with him. He's going to take it all the way down to about the 1-yard line.
Got another goal line standing yet. Watertown defense.
What a great call on 3rd and short.
Yeah, they did their homework. It's tough going up the middle. They found that out in the last goal line stand, so reverse at the perfect time.
Cole Hansen was on bump, man-to-man coverage, tight coverage.
He didn't see it.
Yep. And then a great blocking there by the Spearfish wide receiver. It's going to bring up 1st and goal at the 2-yard line here. I think we're going to get a heavy dosage of Hunter on this.
Got a number 71 in the backfield. Wenches is back there fast.
Yeah, that's a great tackle there by Wenches. Maybe we all kind of had to think it was going to go to Walters again.
Maybe goal line defense on every play. That's been something to watch tonight.
Well, if you're the Arrows, you have that one stand, and you held up pretty strong. But, man, if you're Spearfish, you got to feel pretty good about what Hunter Walters is bringing.
I like seeing number 71, Asher Peel, big boy at the fullback spot for Spearfish.
Let's see what they do here. They remain in shotgun. Looks like one back to the left here. A little bit of a wildcat there as 6 was their running back, and that's going to get stuffed up and blown in the backfield. That's going to take us down to the 4th quarter with the Arrows trailing by 1. Spearfish, when we come back, is going to have the ball 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. We're going to take this timeout, brought to you by DFS Insurance.
Timeout. Hi, I'm Jeremiah Schulte. I'm a senior at Watertown, and I play defensive back.
I'm Jaden Lambert, and I'm a senior, and I play offense and defensive line. So, Jeremiah, would you rather have the ability to be invisible or read people's minds?
All right, we're back here. Spearfish called a timeout with 5 seconds left instead of letting it run to the end of the quarter. Can you help us strategy-wise?
You don't want to kick a field goal into the wind, but maybe it's that infield you're trying to stay away from.
Yeah, I was just going to say maybe they're just trying to stay away from the infield dirt.
It's got to be that.
Could be. I mean, it makes sense because you're going to switch sides. So you want to run the 3rd and 8 in the grass as opposed to the dirt. And I bet you that's what it is.
Makes them burn a timeout. I guess we'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, home field advantage, right?
Yeah, Jeremiah Schulte made a great stop on that last kind of play to the outside. He really cut that angle off and made a good play for the Arrows.
3rd and goal from the 8 here. Let's see if Spearfish can, if the timeout pays off. They're going to go to Cole's side.
There it is.
And they're going to get a pass interference here, which is going to be a half the distance to the goal, right?
Yep, and not
an automatic first down. So it's going to
now they're switching ends.
And now they're going to switch ends. Yep, so they're going to call pass interference. It's going to be half the distance to the goal, so it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 4.
And we're going to go to the other side of the field where they didn't want to be.
Yep.
Pass interference. Defense. Number 2. Half the distance to the goal. Untimed down.
Oh, shoot.
For the end of the 3rd quarter.
So they're going to stay down here one more play.
Untimed down?
Yeah, I thought they'd do that at the end of a half, but not at quarter.
Yeah, how is that? I don't. An untimed down? That's a free play.
I said they usually do it at the end of a half.
Yeah, I mean the time ran out with the ball in the air. You should switch sides. I mean, this should be the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, we should definitely be switching. I don't understand the untimed down at the end of the third quarter. So regardless, Spearfish is going to run the same side. They're going to go to the flat.
Did you pick that?
And that's going to be an interception.
I guess we'll take that.
By Schulte. What a massive turn of events.
That's Watertown goal line defense. My
absolutely
goodness.
Sensational, mind-bending turn of events.
I saw it, but I thought he was like out of bounds almost from I guess from way up here. Here, let's check this out, Sam.
We got a replay here brought to you by DFS Insurance, and hopefully we can get a good angle here of that interception here by what we believe is Jalen Schulte.
That was 4.
Right out in the flat. Oh yeah, and Schulte just stepped in front of it, almost like he threw it right to him, and that's an NFL catch. It looked like he had both feet in.
Jeremiah Schulte,
All-State Jeremiah Schulte leads the arrows and tackles coming into this game with 29 tackles, 1 sack, and now his second interception of the year. And that was a massive.
He makes a huge play on second down, and now he totally turns the tide.
Wow!
On the third down of the drive, and gives the ball back to the Arrows.
Now, if there is somebody that is better looking and smarter than me, that in the chat maybe that's watching, can explain to me the free play at the end of the third quarter. The untimed down at the end of the third quarter. I mean, that's at the end of the half and at the end of the game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it, but hey, in that particular case, I mean, it worked out. Schulte comes with the interception. He's coming off of an all-state season last year, and he's trying to do a repeat.
I mean, we'll take it. We'll take it. I guess now they probably want to run their plays in the dirt going forward, but it's just that Watertown goal line defense.
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough, and the Arrows are going to take over on the 3-yard line here to start the fourth quarter. Heavy package here. They're going to go right up the middle to Wenches. Wenches is going to make a couple guys miss. He's going to carry a couple more guys. He's going to get a few yards, and that's a tough Spencer Wenches run right there on first down.
3 yards in a cloud of dust. Got 4 downs. We're going to use them all, Sam.
That was a tough run there by Wenches. I think we might see a little heavy dosage here.
Gain of 8 on the play.
Gain of 7? 8? Gain of 8 there?
Gosh, if Spearfish does end up losing this game, when they go back and watch the film, they're going to be sick. Two drives where you get down to the 2 and 1 yard line, and you don't get any points off either one of those.
Staying in the dirt here in the I formation, and this time they're going to give it to Fossum. Fossum's going to get behind a few guys, and then there's that Spearfish defense tackling, but I think that might be enough for a first down. Get caught up here on chat a little bit. Megan Romer, of course, is happy with Maya, and your classmate Jordan Wiedner said, "Let's go." Free play was them giving the refs giving Maya a chance, and then Wiedner said that was a flub up by the refs. I believe it happened in the winter game a couple weeks ago, and they started the next quarter. So I do believe that to be accurate. That might have been a mistake there by the refs, but as our good friend Megan Romer said, I mean, it gave Jeremiah Schulte an opportunity to make a play, and he made it. First down here for the Arrows, sticking in the I formation. Just a lot of power football here. This time Fossum makes a couple miss. Great tackle there by number 11. That is Cade Vavruska. But all Fossum had was one more guy.
Yep, breathes more life into this Arrows crowd. And that's another big first down here for the Arrows in the fourth quarter.
We give Fossum so much love. We give Wenches so much love, and that's exactly what the Arrows are doing. They're leaning on both these guys, but at the same token, they're leaning on the strength of this team, and that's those hogs up front on the offensive line.
And I think you're going to have to just keep leaning on it the rest of this drive, get us this lead back. But yeah, keep following those big boys as much as you can. So.
Yeah, and now they're staying in the bunch formation here, in the big formation. I hear everybody tight. There you go. Gonna go to Wenches up the middle again, and they're feeding the senior this time, and he is just loving it.
He's running angry, Sam.
He's running hard, he's running angry, he's running with purpose.
Just keep feeding them. Keep feeding them both. I don't know which one, but keep feeding them both. I don't care which one either. Keep feeding them both.
But you know what? This is tough football. I mean, this is smash mouth football, power football, and the Arrows are leaning on the strength of what this unit is, and that's those two guys in that offensive line and that front.
We're out of the cute spread formation, the doubles, the ace.
Yep.
It's all tight here on out.
And this time, Spearfish looks like they're going to be bringing a bunch. Fossum is going to get behind it again, and he's going to run hard for an Arrows first down.
I don't know what they said in the start of that huddle before the start of this drive, but I think they take the few of them off and they're going.
Woo! This is just smash mouth football, and every time Wenches gets the ball, he's putting his shoulder pads down. Every time Fossum gets the ball, his knees are up, his pads are down, and it's just banger after banger after banger.
Himmer you can save some steps. You don't have to go to the sideline anymore. It's power right, it's power left, it's ISO right, it's ISO left.
And look at Spearfish is just bringing more and more to the box, and it's
they're going to have to get tighter.
Your best versus our best. Who gets it? And they're going to stay with it. This time they're going to go with Wenches, and now Spearfish stops them for maybe a gain.
Even 2 yards. It's not going to deter them. They're going to keep going right back to that well.
We'll call it a gain of 2.
Said you don't need 7-8 every time.
Spartans, number 71, Asher Teal.
Yeah, going to be a gain of 2 yards here.
Going to give Wenches a break. We will see if they mix it up here a little bit.
2nd and 8 here after the 2-yard hard-nosed play by Spencer Wenches. Going to spread them out a little bit this time. Pitkin and Briggs on our side. Olsen and is that Hansen up top?
Yep.
Hemrick's going to drop back. He's got some time.
Go.
He's got some room to run. He's going to find Briggs open. Briggs is going to get all the way down to the 30-yard line. First down, Arrows.
I thought he was going to take off there, Sam, but he makes a better decision, finds his receiver wide open, picks up another Arrow first down.
Arrow's got to convert here. I mean, Arrow's got to punch it in at this point.
Yeah, the way Spearfish can bleed that clock, they absolutely have to. It's imperative they score on this drive in some way, shape, or form. They are going into the wind now, so that's going to affect a little bit of that decision on the field goal. So if you're going to kick one of those, you have to be pretty close.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Wenches is back in as the fullback and Fossum as the halfback there.
With Peterson back in at tight end.
We're going to lean on Fossum. Look at Fossum go right up the middle again and picking up big yards.
He's carrying
everybody with him.
He's still going.
Won't go down. Fossum is putting this team on his back, literally. What a great run by Marcus Fossum. He's just taking this one over.
Check this one out, Sam Mooney.
Replay brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. 1, 2, 3. Pickens there, just pushing him forward.
5,
forward,
6.
forward.
He's going to come out of this one yet.
And then he breaks out of that.
Took his own guy, almost tripping him before he went down, Sam.
Marcus Fossum, we see you.
Yeah.
We see you.
Have a night, young man.
Good gravy. Fantastic run by the junior tailback. He's going to get a break. No, he's still back there.
Ain't no breaks in this drive, Sam.
This time they're going to go to Wenches. Wenches is going to bust a couple.
Man, they had him in the back. That nose tackle didn't know he had the ball. Just ball ran right by him if you see this replay again here, if we get it back.
Great design there, great execution, and now the Arrows are just really leaning on what got him to this 4-1 record.
That nose tackle from Spearfish, I thought he was going to pick Wenches up and put him down, but he was able to scoot right by him.
Yeah, I mean, this is what a phenomenal drive here by the Arrows. They got to cap it off with 6.
Spearfish has to call timeout.
Spearfish has to call timeout. And this Watertown crowd should really get up on their feet.
Second of the half.
Yeah, I mean, they really do. Smash mouth football by the Watertown offense.
This is great to see Watertown get back into this, give you some confidence they can punch this in here on this drive.
It was just absolutely old school smash mouth football. Your 11 best versus my 11 best to pound, pound, pound.
Yeah, if I'm any of those 5 offensive linemen, I'm telling my OC, you do not throw this football here. You just keep it right on my tail and I'll get you home.
Watertown Arrow great Aaron Schoenfeld says, get him the scepter.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, get him the scepter.
Send that into NFL Network. Get Michael, or just blanked on his name. Brandt.
Yeah, Kyle Brandt.
Kyle Brandt, there you go.
Yep. TK says, you get a scepter and you get a scepter.
I'll happily hand that out to him if I get it.
Did this drive start
on the one or two?
Yeah,
one or two.
On the 2-yard line.
Yep.
With at the start of the quarter.
With the Schulte pick.
Yeah. So it's a 4-minute drive. Going on 5-minute drive.
Yeah. 5-minute drive.
Yeah, 5-minute drive. Second and one from the 8. Second and 1 from the 8. Just an incredible drive by the Watertown Arrows offense. And they're going to stick with what got him
First
here.
down.
Makes a cut, gets hit pretty hard. He took a licking there. Spearfish is still hitting.
Yeah, I mean, they're in the lead of this game. That's what their coach is saying. Hey, guys, we're winning this game right now. Let's just get back to what we were doing here and wrap up and tackle. Stay low and drive them. But another first down for Fossum here tonight. First and goal from the 5 for the Arrows.
Jeez. You know what?
Your hair's starting to look gray, Sam, as the night wears on here.
I gotta tell you, man, like, this is only the second year that we've been blessed to be doing this, but this might be the best drive. This might be the best drive that we've ever seen if they can finish it off with 6. Ooh. They're gonna go inside here to Spencer Wenches for an Arrows touchdown, and the Arrows will retake the lead.
They gotta regroup here and go for 2.
That's a 5.5-minute drive. A 98-yard, 5.5-minute drive to take the lead.
All set up by a Jeremiah Schulte interception.
Woo! Hey, we talked about it 2 weeks ago. What's the one thing that's better than a turnover?
Scoring off a turnover.
Points off of turnovers, that's a fact. So, yep, just like you said, the Arrows are going to have to regroup here. They're going to go for 2. Right now,
I'm not sure what the ref is talking to our coaching staff about here. Asking them where they want it, left, right, or middle.
Sure.
And they're going to choose the right.
As it sits right now, it's 12-7 Arrows.
Or is that right down the middle? Am I just getting old too? It's right down the middle. My goodness.
Yeah, right in the middle. 6.5 minutes left here. We'll talk about the. We'll try
Hopefully
to
that new booth comes with glasses.
Yeah, they're going to go right in the middle here. 6.5. Looks like Fossum to Himrick's right.
Keep it on the ground.
Everybody's kind of slow.
Oh, he's wide open!
Open play, but he's wide open.
Oh, I like that one, Sam.
And that was that Wenches?
Yeah, the tight end. They went kind of play action, fake reverse, and then they kissed it out to him in the corner of the end zone.
And great design, great execution. I mean, it was slow moving, right? I mean, it just kind of felt.
Yeah, it's like
wrong.
It's almost like they didn't know. Nobody really moved right away.
Okay. I need to calm down here a little bit, because let's talk about the 98-play drive, or the 98-yard drive that took up 5.5 minutes, and it was just old school smash mouth ground and pound football.
Well, we talked about it is the strength of this team. It's the backbone of this team. It's what you're always going to have to lean on. And boy, did they show it there. Besides the offensive line, we highlight them a ton now. Those 2 running backs were fantastic on that drive. The best I've seen those 2 look all year. They were tremendous.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. And that, like I said, I mean, we've only been doing this for a year and a half now, so we don't have a ton of years under our belt doing this Arrow football or this Arrow TV thing. But that might be that to me is that's the best drive that I've ever seen this Arrow offense put together.
And I think they had one bad run play, and then Himrick follows up with a big first down to Briggs. So it's everything complementing each other well there on that drive, starting with the defense.
Oh, muffs the kick return, and he's able to recover and make a couple guys miss. That's a great recovery, and he's going to get the ball all the way back out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Tyson Miller was there first. Let's check out this replay here, Sam.
Yeah, let's see the touchdown here, brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. And I got to tell you what, man, I mean, you could drive a Mack truck through that hole.
Yeah, that was...
I mean, Spencer Wenches goes in pretty much untouched and takes the lead.
Let's see if we get a 2-point conversion with it, too.
Yeah, I think we might be able to see the 2-point conversion here, where again Spencer Wenches was wide open in the back of the end zone.
So it's a fake here.
Yep.
And then it's a fake reverse.
It was like really slow moving. Like everybody on the field was kind of taken back by it, but great execution by the Arrows.
We'll take it. 14-7 Arrows, 6.5 to go.
Now, if you're Spearfish on offense, your playbook is still all open to you. You don't have to pass. You don't have to get crazy. They're going to go on the ground, keep it on the ground. with a quarterback draw, pick up a yard or two.
They do have time.
They got plenty of time.
But if you don't, the way your offense runs, you have really one whole drive to run the offense the way you want to. If you get a ball back with 2 minutes to go, you're not going to be running the plays that you're traditionally accustomed to running. So this is really the drive for Spearfish to get it done and answer.
Beautiful. Audrey Mooney says that was great, all of it. And Grayson Neuwirth says Hordorf is in his bag.
He's in his bag right now.
Yeah, for sure. 2nd and 8, 6 minutes left here. Spearfish is going to keep the ball on the ground. You go to that side again and come real close.
Walters, when he comes out of the huddle, where is he at? You got to know where he is at all times, 24/7.
Yeah, I mean, Walters, man, he's been a dog this game, an absolute dog.
Yeah, he's been really fun to watch.
3rd and 2 here, and the Arrow faithful gets on their feet and starts making some noise. You know, a false start here wouldn't be terrible. Maybe a holding. 3rd and 2. Let's see if the Arrows defense can hold.
We'll see if you speak that into existence.
Yeah. We're going to hand off. And that is. He's going to be real close.
First down.
You get it?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, falls forward for a first down. I mean, I tell you what, man, Hunter Walters, he is a dog. He is a dog.
Yeah, he's one tough kid. How many? I'm going to have to try to look at. He's got
16 carries right now, 17?
17 for Fossum and 16 for Walters.
Yeah. Wow. 1st and 10 here, 5.5 minutes as time keeps ticking away on the 4th quarter of this sensational high school football game.
Quarterback sweep.
Might have a bid. We get away with a hold.
Winches.
Woo! Spencer Winches sniffs him out and takes him down for a loss. Have a game, young man. Welcome back, 22.
He is fun to watch run towards that sideline. He is fast, too, and he is just one strong young man.
Yes, he is.
Get the replay coming in here. Watch him just string this out laterally. Get his other guys coming there, and he just cleans them up himself.
Yeah, good job of getting off that block and then making the tackle all by himself.
Woofda.
We
got a timeout here.
Timeout, or
some of us have a little blood on. Their quarterback is coming out.
Yeah, that is number 9, Thomas Hughes. Hopefully he's okay.
I don't know if he hit his. I think he just some.
I mean, Spencer tackled him pretty hard. I mean, hopefully it's.
I think he's just bumping. They were pointing at his arm. I don't know if he's just gonna get some blood covered up.
Checking in for the Spartans is number 22, Lathan Lucas. He's listed
as got some Wildcat here.
Yeah, he's listed as a running back here.
I think Walters is at quarterback, actually. Yeah, he is.
Is that Walters?
Yep.
Yeah, that is Walters. We saw a little bit of this earlier. Woo! That's a big tackle by Spencer Winches.
Gosh, this last 5-10 minutes, it's been a physical. It's a different Watertown physicality right now.
Winches is slow to get up. He's going to get peeled off the grass here by his teammates and will himself into getting up here, and he gives a thumbs up.
He's going to take a play off here on 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Winches has been all over the field.
Yeah, I didn't think he was
back.
You might need to take a timeout here if you don't hurry, but I didn't think he was coming off the field on 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 with 4 minutes left in a one-possession game. See if the defense can hold here. Arrow faithful coming alive as Spearfish is in the shotgun. They're going to roll to his left. He's going to huck and fire. He's got a guy, and he is wide open down the left sideline. And the Spearfish Spartans on 3rd and 10 are one extra point away from tying this game up.
What do you do, Sam Mooney?
If I'm Spearfish, I don't even think twice about it. I go for it. Go win the game if you're Spearfish.
I think you do as well. If it's me, I'm going for 2.
Yep.
The one thing is there's a lot of time that you force Watertown to have to go score. Instead of playing conservatively, all those 4th downs around the table for Watertown, if you go for 2 and get it. So we'll see here. It looks like they're running for the extra point, Sam.
Well, but, you know,
it's conservative.
But at the same token, they have not been able to move the ball in short yardage.
Yeah, if you force Watertown to have to go down the field and with those 4th downs, you know, there is a decent chance they get down there and get in field goal range at least.
3 minutes and 41 seconds left here. Spearfish is one extra point away from tying this game up. And looks like
I think, are they a guy short now?
Might be a guy
the
short.
guy that's cramping on the ground and maybe supposed to be in there.
So Spearfish is going to hurry somebody out onto the field here to give them 11. Spearfish is going to attempt the extra point from the dirt. Kicking for them is that number 77, Samuel Marcus.
Yes. See if Watertown can dig in here and get a big paw.
Snap looks good, hold looks good, the kick is up, and it is good.
What a ball game we got here tonight, Sam.
Woo, good gravy, we are in one. 14-14, 3 minutes and 41 seconds left, and if you're the Arrows right now, on offense at least, you're feeling confident.
You might have to go a little bit of that no huddle, but you can still lean on your run game. You got your timeouts, you can run the ball, really just like you did on the last drive, and see if you can get down there for a maybe score at the end or a last second field goal.
Yeah, roger that. So we've got 3 minutes and 41 seconds left here. Now, if you're the Arrows, Tyson, you've got your offensive line that you can lean on. You've got your horses in Spencer Wenches and Marcus Fossum. But the other thing to keep in mind, too, with this team that we haven't seen a lot of is that big right leg of Riley Fisher. So, I think he can knock one home.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Arrow's got timeout, all 3 timeouts left, and the playbook is...
You're really going into the wind a little bit, but getting down there, remember the clock stops in high school on a first down. You have plenty of time just to give him a shot, maybe one of these last final seconds of the game. He can bang it home and he can win this game for us. Let's get him in range first, huh?
Yeah, let's see what kind of field position that the Arrows can provide on special teams here. Big part of the game here, and a part that we haven't really talked a whole lot about.
No.
And a great kick from Spearfish, and now the Arrows are going to take it up to 20. What a great football game.
Everyone got their money's worth tonight.
What a great football game. Well, buckle in, ladies and gentlemen. We are 3 minutes and 41 seconds from the end of regulation in a tie football game. The Arrows have got 80 yards to greatness, 3 timeouts, the best offensive line in football, and 2 phenomenal running backs at their helms.
Number 1 versus number 5. Doesn't get much better than this.
Well, speaking of 1 versus 5, how is 2 versus 4 looking?
Brookings is up 29-14 on T.
Wow.
There's 10 minutes left in the fourth there, so it's a 2-score game, but another good football game. Yeah. Not too far down the road.
Anything better than Friday Night Lights in South Dakota, Tyson?
No.
It's pretty great.
Emphatic no.
It's pretty great. All right, the Arrows are going to take over. They're going to stay in the eye. Give it to Fossum. Fossum's going to fall forward for maybe a yard or 2. Not much.
I said that's all right. I said I keep running that ball. Keep pounding it.
Yeah.
That clock's going to run down, and that's fine too, but keep pounding that ball.
Yeah, Arrows are more than happy to take take their time getting in and out of the huddle, make sure the play comes in right. Drayton was asking for something. Going to go back to the eye with Spencer in front and Fossum in the back. They're going to go to Fossum.
There you go.
Fossum makes one guy miss.
Keep going.
He's going to drag another one.
Going to come back.
You got to hold. God, Fossum just will not go down. An angry runner.
And a young man from Spearfish is down as well.
That's the big guy right in the middle. That's number 66 for them. That is Alexander Cudmore. And if he is out for any portion of time, that's a huge loss for Spearfish. We hope that young man's okay.
It's going to be a hold here on the Arrows. And they know it. They're already backing up.
Did you see who it was on?
No, see if they give us a number here.
Boy, those 2 young ladies are having a hard time getting Cudmore up.
Holding. Offense. Number 78. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay. Second down.
So it goes from 2nd and 7 to 2nd and 9. That's the good news. Because it happens so far downfield. But
well, let's turn our attention here to Cudmore. Hope the young man's okay. 6'2", 275 pounds. He is a big piece of their defensive puzzle. He's right in the middle of that defense, and now he's right out. And if you're the Arrows, you got 2nd and 9 right here, and you've been dominating that part with, I go back to it. Go back to the well. We'll see what they do here.
Play action.
Play action here.
86.
Yeah, they got the
first down. Arrows.
Great job by Hemrick.
To Peterson.
Back to is that Hunter Peterson?
Yep, Hunter Peterson.
Yeah, Hunter Peterson. Great job there. Great execution. First down Arrows.
They haven't used him a lot tonight offensively, but when you need him, play action, and he's sneaking out into the flat, and that's a huge first down for the Arrows.
Yeah, I like Hemrick with the play action. I mean, I think he runs it well, and I think he's more comfortable when he's outside of the pocket.
Getting him moving, especially to his right.
Yeah, when
he's sharper going that way.
Yeah, 100% agree. Arrow's going to go back here to the eye. Fossum right up the gut. Makes a couple guys miss. Falls forward for another 4 or 5 yard gain. Fossum's up to 18 carries for 87 yards.
He's going to need a nice bath tonight, but I think the guys he's running into might need one as well.
18 carries for 87 yards.
2 minutes, 20 seconds. He's still got all 3 timeouts.
So plenty of time.
Yep.
Plenty of time.
Keep pounding that ball, I think. In the eye.
2nd and 5 here. Going back to Fossum. Fossum
coming back again.
Come back again.
Again, the handoff to number 25.
Laundry on the field.
Gosh,
the white hat.
Watertown's played a very clean game offensively when it comes to the penalties. And now on this drive here, it's starting to.
Holding. Offense. Number 78. 10-yard penalty. Replay. 2nd down.
Getting Micah twice this drive. Heroes are going to shuffle in Briggs and Hansen, bring Peterson and Wenches out. I didn't see the hold. Did you?
No, I didn't. It's a mess all up in there, Sam.
Yeah, it's a scrum in there.
Well, last time after the hold, you went and play action here. They're not even gonna mess around. They're gonna get right in the gun.
16.
Maybe that draw play.
2nd and 15 with 2 minutes left here.
Become accustomed to seeing.
We're gonna have the referees are gonna get together, talk about how Micah didn't hold. They're gonna say,
wouldn't that be something? Instant replay. We changed our mind.
Hodorf may be called in a favor. Okay. They just wanted to get together and talk about where they were going to go afterwards, so we're good. 2nd and 15, 2 minutes and 6 seconds left. Arrows have all 3 timeouts. Not sure what the holdup is here, Tyson.
I was wondering if it was 2nd and 5 if they had spotted it.
Maybe the clock wasn't running?
Huh.
All right, here we go. Back to football here. Hemrick's yeah, can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah, when they went in motion, they had a guy come right off the edge, and there was nobody there to block him.
Yeah, I mean, there was 3 guys just barreling down on Hemrick, and Hemrick went down.
Now I expect the timeouts to start coming in.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Spearfish, you got 1 left.
You'll have
3rd and 22.
Yeah, okay. They'll wait and use it. Okay.
Yep, 3rd and 22 here. What do you drop if you're the Arrows? Heave 1 to Briggs. Olsen. Olsen's got big size. Pickens got big size.
3rd and 22. I think you almost are going to expect to see that draw here just to give you some breathing room when you punt. Depending on how this punt is, they might get this ball in field goal range. Just about. You're punting into the wind, keep in mind.
Yeah, the Arrows are taking their time here. They might run this one down to 1 second on the play clock and call a timeout.
1 or 5, 4, 3, 2.
Timeout.
Yep.
Watertown, their first of the half.
Arrows are going to take a timeout. We're going to stay here.
I think you got to make sure that timeout gets out of there. So whether it's a screen play or something short, you got to make sure they get rid of that last timeout.
Spearfish used that last timeout. 67 seconds left. Arrows are facing a 3rd and call it forever. Is the goal here to keep the ground or to keep the clock running and make Spearfish use a timeout?
I think so. That just gets some yards. So when you do punt again, they hopefully don't get it too far into Arrows territory. Maybe Winches lays into a punt, but I think the bigger concern here would be to maybe pick up 5-10 yards on the ground. They called timeout about a minute to go, and they get the ball back with about 50 seconds and change, and no timeouts, and see what they can do offensively. See if your defense can hold. I'd love to see an overtime game in high school. I haven't seen one of those in quite a while.
I don't know, man. I'm fat and old. I'm not sure the old ticker can take an overtime game right now. Well, we'll see what the Arrows dial up. 67 seconds left, 14-14. Arrows have 2 timeouts left. Spearfish has 1. Arrows are facing a 3rd and 22 Fossum will be to Hemrick's left. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Hemrick back in shotgun.
Even a screen play, just a bubble screen to the side.
Got a lot up front, and they're going to do the delayed draw. Fossum's going to slip through 2 tackles and fall forward for a gain of.
There's that last timeout.
Yep, and there's the timeout by Spearfish.
Timeout! Spearfish! Their 3rd timeout in the half.
59 seconds left. Hodorf does exactly what you thought. Make him use that timeout.
Yeah, you run that draw play, see if you catch him off guard and you can bust the long one. But that was really what you had to do there. Is just get that last timeout used, improve the field position here a little bit if you can, and now get that ball back to Spearfish and see if your defense can hold and force overtime.
Now, if you're Spearfish and you get the ball back, say with roughly 50 seconds left. Depending on where you're at with the ball, I mean, we haven't seen them throw the ball a whole lot, and when they have thrown the ball, you know, there's been a couple turnovers.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen if they start throwing it up, but we'll see where this punt lands. You really hope Winches hits a good one, a really good one. Then they're content maybe running the ball a time or two and taking us into overtime. But
the ball was really exploding off his foot pregame, you know. But then there was the, you know, he muffed that hold, and you know, and that kind of had that goofy one. So
he should be just out of the dirt. At the very least, that draw got him out of the dirt for punting here.
Long snapper here for the Arrows is Landon Lewis. He'll be the one snapping to Spencer Wenches, the senior. Now the other thing that we've seen is we've seen him keep it and run with it. I mean, I believe he has that flexibility, but on 4th and 19 on your 26-yard line, I mean, it'd be that'd be something.
I'd rather see him hit a bomb here, I think.
Yep.
Than take off front. I'd love a first down, but get it over this guy's head, number 5, Carson Sayer.
Yeah, returning for Spearfish is number 5, Carson Sayer.
And obviously make sure you get that punt off is another big thing. See if Spearfish sets up some kind of return. See if everybody bails out. Uh-oh, dribbler.
Good job by Spencer for recovering. Takes a high bounce. Got a block in the black. No flag. No flag. Spearfish is going to be set up with great position. I think they got away with one there. I think that was definitely a block in the back. And the black hat didn't throw it.
Yeah.
Oh boy, and the Arrow crowd is going nuts.
He certainly got away with a nudge.
Yeah, that's tough. That was tough. I mean, that was right in front of him.
Yeah, of course.
We got the
looking too.
Yeah, we got the replay here.
A little before that.
Yeah, a little before that. But maybe he had a better angle. Spearfish is going to take over at the 41-yard line with no timeouts and 45 seconds left.
Yeah, well, I really don't know if they're going to try to run it here to just get a little bit better range.
I think they will. I think
there it is. It's close, that's for sure.
Yeah, Spearfish.
Same play they scored on, out and up.
Yeah, and this time he's going to throw it away. He does have a defender in the vicinity, so there's no intentional grounding. It's going to stop the clock with 39 seconds left. A little surprised to see them throw there, though.
And rolling out to his left, I know it was the play they scored on, but, you know, if he's rolling out to his right there, he probably gets that pass off.
Yeah, a little surprised.
Number 8 wasn't too far away when he threw that ball, and he kind of just threw it at his feet.
You got a big kicker here, too, right? I mean, we've seen him, you know, bang home. I mean, granted, they're extra points, but it appears that he's got a big leg.
Yeah. And again, and a little bit of wind at your back.
Yeah, so I mean,
it turned into a crosswind
almost.
Like
10, 15 yards here?
Maybe a little bit more in high school. I'm just not sure. They're going to have to back up.
A flag here, a false start on Spearfish. That's going to back him up 5 more yards. It's going to be 2nd and 15 with 38 seconds left.
Pilot snap, false start, offense, number 5. I mean, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
I know Watertown's got some timeouts, but if you're Spearfish, you have to be aggressive here. You got to at least.
Yeah, you got to go. You got to
throw a couple of them up here, just see if you get lucky. If it gets picked off, it's probably going to overtime anyway.
Hey, the great Jim Morris said, "You play to win the game."
Right, and again, you're on the road here at number 1. You got to take a few shots. I really am surprised they keep rolling him out to his left.
I mean, that is the heavy side of the field. I mean, the big side of the field.
They got 2. Okay, now they're set. The offensive line.
Yeah, we're good to go here.
There you go, Lambert.
Lambert gets there and he misses.
There's nobody there.
Nobody there. There's nobody anywhere near. I mean, he was outside of the pocket, though. He was outside.
There's got to be a receiver in the area.
Yeah, but he's got to get it.
He got it in front of
to the sticks. Yeah, I mean, I'm good with that. No call there.
Third and 15.
CJ says, let's go Spearfish. Go get it, boys. Appreciate you watching, CJ. Schoenfeld's asking what the overtime rules in high school.
Same as college.
Yep, same as college. I believe both teams get the ball.
We started on the... Ooh, no, I'm not. I thought you started on the 10 actually in high school, but we're gonna find out. I hope in 32 seconds.
Yeah, I mean we'll see. Maybe we get a little.
This Watertown crowd's gonna come to life right here.
Yeah, Watertown crowd's got.
And now, if you get a stop, you do have that timeout.
Yeah, for sure.
So at least force the punt.
You got big receivers.
Yep. Maybe block the punt.
Asking people to get back here. 3rd and 15. 32 seconds left. Snap is good.
You're going to throw it up.
Drops back. He's going to go over the middle. He's got a guy wide open, but it's thrown a little behind him.
Oh, man.
And that's number 16 for the Spartans. That's Drace Eisenbarth.
There was one arrow out there, as was play. One arrow out there, but he was
leading our way. Yeah, that was dangerous. That was scary. Arrows are fortunate there. So 27 seconds left. 4th and 15. Spearfish is going to bring out their punt team, I believe.
Yep.
And the Arrows are going to get the ball back with 2 timeouts left. See what kind, I mean, now if you're Spearfish here, you just punt it as far as you can.
Watertown's bringing their punt returner up. They're going for it. They're going for it.
Yep, see if you can get the block.
Make sure there's not a fake, obviously.
Yeah, because you got nobody back deep.
Nobody. Maybe have Fossum. There you go.
Yeah, Randall's going back a little bit there. Yep. Randall's got to be the safety valve back there, number 43.
Kentwig, he's lined. Oh! That was pretty well timed up.
You get a false start?
I think they had a timeout. I don't see any.
Delay game. Offense.
Yeah.
Number 77.
That's good. Yeah,
5-yard penalty.
17 was coming
he
up.
timed that up very well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he can see the hands going up, behind him, counting it down. So, I mean, that's good special teams there.
If that would have been clean, he might have blocked that one. I want to watch him again. Number 17, right in the middle. He's on the right side of the lock side, but he's going to loop around Kentwig here, just like that. That time is a little bit later.
Okay, kick is off, and it's down to the sideline here. There's nobody back there. It takes a good Spearfish bounce. It's going to bounce all the way to about the 5.
We're going to have overtime,
Arrows are going to have
Sam,
17 seconds left, 2 timeouts. I think if you're the Arrows, you just take a knee.
I'm here for it.
You're just going to take a knee.
17 seconds left. The Watertown Arrows will take over.
See how aggressive Hodorf wants to be, but I got to imagine the Arrows are going to come out, take a knee, and go into overtime.
I think you're correct. Maybe a run play and see if Fossum
maybe you can do a draw up the middle and see if Fossum can pick up 30, 40 yards, or maybe you bust one.
They're on the 6. Hey, you almost got to be careful with the draw even. You're really right up against it. I think they're going to take a knee, it looks like here, Sam. Well, I'm here. I'm up for some free football.
Hey, welcome to the Watertown Stadium where we give away free football. Arrows are going to do that. Just take a knee. We're going to let the clock roll down. We're going to go into overtime. What do you know about overtime, Tyson?
We're going to find out a little bit more. I think both teams get a shot at the 10, but we're going to find out here. It's probably the 25. I thought it was the 10 in high school.
So I believe that both teams get possession, yes?
Yep.
Okay, so if the first team scores, not a big deal. The second team gets an opportunity to score. Now, if the second team doesn't score, game's over.
Yep. And then if they both score, it'll flip.
Yep.
The team that wins second will go first. So, yeah, I wasn't expecting this here tonight, but I'm excited. After I think they do 2 overtimes, then you have to start going for 2.
Yep.
But they'll do another coin toss. They'll see who gets to. You obviously always want to choose to go second, so we'll see how that goes.
The Watertown Stadium is a little interesting, right? I mean, it's built 1941 or ish.
You would know better than me.
I mean, I wasn't around at that time. However, what's more important, staying out of the grass or out of the dirt coming this way, or getting the ball first?
Getting the ball second, I think is the most important. You'll pick that first.
You want to get the ball second,
but you will
put the pressure on the team that gets the ball first to score.
If you win the toss and you elect to go on defense, the other team will get to pick the end zone.
Right.
So you'll play both possessions in that same end zone.
Okay. So they're not flipping. They don't flip sides.
No, not in overtime. In the first overtime.
Okay.
The second go around, they'll switch.
Okay. So the Arrows are going to send out Wenches and Hemrick to do the coin flip, or to go ahead and do the toss here. And the Spartans are going to send out 65, 4, 6, and
4, 6, 8, and 65, Sam. I got you.
Dylan Doran, Hunter Walters, Evan Wilson, and Leighton Loop.
Yeah, I said if it's overtime is played when I was in high school, you start at the 10. Which
wild.
You'd have to imagine, as you've seen tonight's games go, would favor the Arrows.
Wild, 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 wild. All right.
We're gonna probably hear the ref here pretty soon.
Yeah, I thought maybe we'd take it. Yeah, look at that shot by our production team.
He should turn his mic on.
Yeah, I would love to have him get his mic on. We are fired up.
We'll see if we can get a tell here from once it's turned over what team he looks at.
Not a whole lot of rotation.
Spearfish must have won it.
Did we have a lot of rotation on that flip?
Going to call for a reflip. They want to go down to the sand.
I'd like to see him get it up a few feet in the air, you know, get some rotation on there.
Well, Spearfish will be on defense second.
Yeah.
Come back in, shake it up.
No, he's turn him around. Turn him around, switch him up.
Spearfish won the toss. They chose to play defense. We'll play on this end.
All right. Yeah, like I said, we've talked about now. Spearfish has started within the 10, or have started their drives within the 5 twice tonight and have 0 points for it.
Yep.
So again, you have to expect that this favors the Arrows. We will see how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're talking about who this favors for sure, I mean, it's the Hogs up front for the Arrows, and then the defensive line up front for, you know, on the defensive side of the ball too. I mean, this is, ladies and gentlemen, you are getting your money's worth tonight.
We were able to see if was it number 65, or did he come back for Spearfish?
Yeah, that was Alexander Cudmore, number 66.
He's back in there, I think. I saw him.
I don't believe he is, Tyson. I think he's still out.
I don't see 66 out there.
Yeah, I hope that young man's okay for Spearfish. Looks like the ball is going to be at the 10. Arrows are going to
that doesn't change at least. I had that right.
Yep. Arrows are going to take over, and they're going to go back into the I formation. Pitkin to Himrick's left, and Olsen to Himrick's right. Wench is the fullback, and Fossum the halfback. They're going to give to Fossum. Good tackle there by Spearfish.
Number
8. And
Evan Wilson ran it down from the back.
Called his name a few different times. No gain.
I could watch a few rounds of this. Might cut a few years off my life, but I'm certainly here for it.
I told you, man, I'm fat and old. I'm not sure how much of this the old ticker can take, but we're going to find out. Arrows are going to get 1 yard here. Obviously, no time.
Yep.
Both teams get your timeouts carry over.
You get 1, I believe.
I think, yeah. But so the Arrows have 3.
Yep.
Spearfish has 1.
They add 1.
Yeah, they add 1. Yep. Give it to Fossum here. He's going to go on the left side.
He got down to the 4, 3, 4.
Picks up a few more. It looks like Fossum's moving a little bit before.
That's what I thought.
Before the snap.
Did he pick his hand up and put it down, or
yeah,
what was that?
Just kind of like just a little herky jerky.
They're at the 4. I told you, you always feel like Watertown get 2 yards just about on any play they want, or at least a yard. So. I mean, you'd have to imagine if they have on the 1 or 2, they're going to go for it.
Yeah, and Cudmore is definitely out.
Yep.
Arrows are going to stay in the I formation here.
They're really shooting off the edges.
Hand off to Fossum. Fossum's going to jump over a few and wait. He's in. Signal, and he's in. Touchdown, Arrows. Marcus Fossum on his 22nd carry of the night.
Woofta.
Puts him at the century mark, 100 yards even. And is that his first tutty? Yep. Touchdown number 1.
Yeah, Winch has had 1. He's got 1. Who had the first one, Sam? I forgot. For the Arrows.
So number 8 for the Arrows is Talon Jurgens to come on and kick the extra point. I believe Talon just signed to play baseball.
Uh-oh.
That's big. That is big.
That is a big one.
That is that's unfortunate.
The extra point team has not been the strongest unit for the Arrows tonight.
Yeah.
And you better hold them out.
That's 2 extra points.
Yeah.
20-14, but now it's time for the Spearfish Spartans for 10. 4 downs from the 10.
You see Marcus Fossum jump over the line there. Sneak in for a first down, or excuse me, for a touchdown. Arrows take a 20-14 lead there, but that extra point looms.
Yeah. Again, you tell that defense now, if they score, we're really in trouble here. So for the 3rd time tonight, can you do it one more time? Can you keep this Spearfish offense out of the end zone, Sam?
Yeah, and I think you said it perfectly. I mean, can you do it for the 3rd time? Can you do it one more time? Can you seal a victory here?
Keep that one in front of your name.
On this October night, and come away and remaining the #1 team in the state here at Spearfish. Split backs this time.
Reverse.
No, kept it to 6. That's to Hunter.
They faked the reverse.
Yep.
Oh, he only got a yard there.
Yeah, he didn't get much.
A yard or maybe 2.
Gain of a yard or so.
It was really good. Maybe they should have ran the fake. The reverse.
Yeah, I mean, Hunter Walters is going to have a nice short ride back to Spearfish because that young man is going to sleep the entire way.
He's going to be exhausted.
Yeah, I mean, just what an incredible game from him. 105 yards on 17 carries.
And if by chance they win this game, he won't sleep a wink.
No, that is absolutely right. 2nd and 9 here for the Spartans.
This Arrows crowd
comes to life. Might have had a flinch there too, but they're going to get away with that. Oh, he busts the snap. Recovers. He's got a whole lane in front of him. He's going to walk in. He's going to walk in for a Spartans touchdown, and now it is 20-20.
Wow, what looked like was going to be chaos has turned into a Spearfish touchdown on a botched snap.
Thank you, had the whole left side of the field wide open to him, and he walks in for a touchdown. And now if you're the Arrows, you got to sell out. Hodorf's asking for a timeout. He's going to try to ice the kicker here a little bit. And you got to sell out on special teams, see if Micah Hawk can make a push. Maybe timeout can get behind him.
Watertown.
Yeah, when I said
the final timeout of the overtime period.
I thought the quarterback run game could be a big factor here. I did not imagine it was going to be on a botched snap.
20-20, game on the line, overtime. An extra point wins it, and we'll see if we get a second overtime.
Yeah, Spencer came in there with a head of steam, and he went for where he was instead of what he looped out and where he went to.
We've seen Spearfish knock home both of their extra points, right?
Yeah.
We've seen the big leg of the kicker, so kicking for the Spartans, I believe, is going to be, is it 77? Yep, it's going to be 77. Samuel Marcus Jr. Not sure who's holding here.
To attempt the extra point.
All right, let's see how it plays out.
He missed it, Sam! He missed it!
He missed it! Left, and the Arrows have life!
The student section told it way before I saw it.
Went nuts! Wide left, and your Watertown Arrows are still alive.
I'll be honest, from here I thought it was good, but the student section said it was a miss right away.
See the replay here brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. It's going to be wide left. And the student section all went down there. We saw them come this way. They hustled down there. They got there.
I think you need about 62 player of the game shirts for those kids down there, Sam.
Woo! Now if you're the Arrows, you got life.
You're on defense second.
Yep. Now you're on. Arrows get the ball now, yes?
No, we start on defense.
Yeah, start on defense, yes.
And see, I thought we actually were supposed to switch sideline here, or switch end zone, but I guess I'm wrong. So we're going to stay in this end zone here. Another free overtime force, number 2.
Dyson.
What more could you ask for?
Dyson, the old ticker can't take it, but what I do like to see is that the Arrow faithful is up, rising, and excited. That's what home field advantage is all about.
They're breathing a sigh of relief after that extra point, Sam.
The student section is making its way back to that.
They're all going down there.
Yep, they're all headed
It's a better seat.
Way. It is a better seat, that's for sure. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Spartans. Now, do they have to go for 2 at touchdowns?
I think after the second overtime.
Okay.
Watertown has chose to play defense.
Oh, they do get to pick. Okay.
Spearfish has chosen this end of the field.
Yeah, get comfortable over
So
there,
honestly,
because they're going to stay there.
Spearfish needs to know if they score, they're going to go for 2 because Watertown will not kick another extra point. So if you score, you might want to go for 2.
There's that reverse. Saw it earlier. He's going to cut it back.
There you go.
Arrow sniff it out. Big old number 22, Spencer Wenches. Gets up and gets the crowd hyped. Big loss on 1st down.
He needs to get him going here. We got that student section's feeling it now. They got a better seat in the house. 2nd goal from the 16.
Big play by the senior captain with a 6-yard loss. Spearfish is going to have to regroup here on 2nd and 16 in a 2020 game in the 2nd overtime. And if you're Spearfish, good job here, not rushing anything. You got plenty of time.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. I don't know what they're going to dial up here. You know, kind of what they've.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, I mean, you got to run again. I mean, they don't pass the ball super well. You can really lean on what got you here.
They do got man coverage out there.
Yeah, and they're looking that way. That's number 11 on man-to-man coverage. He went up and got it. It's going to be an incomplete pass.
I think
there is a flag.
So it's going to be half the distance. 2nd goal at the 8.
Let's see what the flag is. I thought the coverage was good, but did he get his hands on it?
Yeah, I think he did. He's in a good spot. He just got
his head turned around. I feel like that's good coverage, but I mean that's definitely in the area of pass interference.
Are they gonna
OPI?
This is an offensive game, Sam. They're not going to call OPI, unfortunately.
I don't know if I've ever seen an OPI in high school football.
The result of the play is an incomplete pass.
Wow.
Yeah, pass interference.
Oh.
Defense, number 3. Half the distance to the goal. Replay, 2nd down.
Okay, so it's going to be 2nd and 8. I think that's a tough call on Briggs, though. I mean, I thought, I mean, he got his head turned around. That's an 8-yard penalty.
I don't know if he had his hands on him a little earlier or what, but again.
It's a little tough.
We'll see if well, they're going to come back out and run it here now. You take another shot on it. Briggs is backed off a little bit. They're going to go back to the well.
Back to the well, yeah.
Briggs.
Turn around.
Now that's good defense.
There you go, Nathan Briggs. Good job, young man. Good job, young man.
Now that's a surprising call.
But you know, you got a size advantage. I mean, number 11 for Spearfish is Cade Favruska. I mean, 6'1". Briggs is listed at 5'10".
You get me once. You know, shame on me. Go for it twice. Shame on you. Briggs ain't gonna get beat on that twice.
Yeah, absolutely. Third and 8
gonna wind back out
from the 8. They're going to leave him on an island by himself. Going to run. Make a tackle, young man. Marcus Fossum. Good Lord. What a good tackle. Great open field tackle. And if you're Spearfish, what do you do here?
I think they're going to consider an extra point or a field goal. I certainly would if I was them. You're going to call timeout.
Yeah, I think you got to regroup here a little bit. If the scoreboard is right, it's 4th and goal on the 5.
Timeout. Spearfish. That's their final timeout of the 2nd overtime period.
To pick up.
I think that second jump ball, if you'd have picked up 2 or 3 yards on that play, I think I'd have gave you a different answer. But now they're being 4th and 5. You almost would have to guarantee they're throwing this ball on 4th and 5, and that's just really not been their MO.
Well, I mean, they do have something on the outside. The receivers have size advantage. Look at the student section. Just get after it, young man.
Yeah, they're tougher than I am.
Enjoy yourself.
It's starting to cool off in this booth, and it's always hot in here, so
I like it. But
hats off and shirts off to them.
Going back to the Spearfish wide receivers do have a size advantage, and I mean, the Watertown corners are being left on an island, and they're just going man to man. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that last year?
Man, no. So who's going to get the tough assignment here? It's going to be Briggs is going to draw the solo.
Yep, Briggs is going to be one-on-one.
Here comes Schulte.
Yep, Schulte's going to be
So now I would take a step or two back and watch out for a crossing route so they don't run those two into each other. If I'm Winches, you got to aim high because he's going to roll out right.
4th and goal from the 5. Hunter in the backfield.
There he goes, rolling out right.
Rolling out to the right.
He's open in the corner.
Turn around, turn around. What's the call? What's the call? There's no call. Still no call. They're going to call a touchdown. They're going to call a touchdown on 4th and goal at the 5.
Got to regroup here. You're down 6 points. Get back in the huddle. Get ready to go here. Nothing to hang your head on.
And they're asking the ref.
They're going to change the call.
Yeah, I mean, there's no New York here. There's no New York. I mean, we got the replay here brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. You see, he rolls out to his right. I think that hit the ground. I thought it looked like it bounced out of his hands and hit his foot.
They're going for an extra point. If you're watching, all you got to do, it's a really tough angle to see.
Spearfish converts 26-20 Spearfish as they go and line up for the extra point. This time that is good.
Like I said, Watertown's going to go for 2 if they score. So.
Yep, agreed. And great hold there by Spearfish. It looked like it kind of, snapped him in the chest. So the holder did not pull a Tony Romo.
Yeah, that would have been a good time for it.
Yeah, regathers it and puts it down. So now if you're the Arrows, I mean, it's not the end of the world, right? I mean, you still get the ball. You got 10 yards to pay dirt. And then at that point, I agree. I think you pound it in 2 yards, get the 2-point conversion, win this game, and go home.
Yes. Couldn't agree with you more. That's the thing. As soon as you score 2, you get right back in that huddle. You stay locked in because you still have to execute a 2-point play. I think there is less than a 1% chance Hodorf would kick an extra point. So, again, back to that heavy run game.
All right, here we go.
Here we go again.
10 yards at the end of the second overtime here. Arrows are going to stay with what got him here, and that's going to be Marcus Fossum for a few more, dragging people with him.
Man, my goodness.
And he's going to fall forward.
He's going to do 2 or 3?
Good gravy.
He got hit at the 7 or 8.
He's going to pick up 6.
Yep.
From the 4-yard line.
Whew. 27-20 Spearfish. 2nd and goal at the 4. And it really is it. I mean, is it going to go to Wenches or is it going to go to Fossum?
I think it's going to go to Fossum. You're going to follow Wenches right down the chute.
Yeah, this time Fossum's going to be stuffed.
Number 25, Marcus Fossum.
And that is Fossum's 24th carry. 106 yards.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
I don't think they're going to change the script here. I think you just keep running downhill. I'd like to see Fossum get a half a step closer because that defensive end is almost catching him.
What about a sweep here, to the right side and bust them out wide? Everything has been pounded. But I mean, it's working. It's what's got him there. This time they're going to go right up the middle, and this is going to bring up a 4th down as Fossum gets swallowed up.
4th and 5.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 5. I'd like to thank the roughly 1,200 people that are still joining us and watching this incredible high school football game between the Watertown Arrows and the Spearfish Spartans.
Timeout. Watertown. Their final timeout of the second overtime.
5. Yeah, you got to throw it, right?
You do. Then there's no need to waste time with any play action either.
Yeah, I mean, you got to...
Everyone knows it's coming.
I think you got to look for Pitkin or you got to look at Olsen.
Yeah, Olsen, Briggs, Pitkin, one of those 3. And you're not going to sneak Winches back out on that corner route like you did on that first 2-point conversion.
Maybe you get a 50-50 ball up over by the pylon, in the single coverage.
Yeah, if you're going to throw a 50-50 ball, you're on this hash down here.
Yep.
It's going to be a jump ball to the short side of the field.
Yep.
Let's see where Mitch Olsen comes out at.
Yeah, I think that's the guy to look at.
They are in They are not in the package I expected.
Yeah, Briggs in the backfield.
This looks very play action.
Are they going to try to get Briggs out into the flat or Wenches out into the flat here on the right? And that's exactly what they're doing. They're looking for Briggs. Hemrick's got to let it go. He goes into the back of the end zone. It's going to bounce around, and the Spearfish Spartans are going to upset the #1 rated Watertown Arrows. The Arrows are going to drop an absolute heartbreaker in 2 overtimes. What a
great football game by both football teams here. Spearfish, I don't think there's any question who the player of the game is. Hunter Walters was outstanding tonight. He was fun to watch. I cannot wait to see him again soon. But what a fantastic football game tonight.
Dakota Land player of the game is going to be Hunter Walters. He had 18 carries for 108 yards. He really put the Spearfish Spartans on their back, or on his back. 1 touchdown. And if you're the Arrows, you can't really dwell on this one because you got to come back, turn around next week, and play T.
You got a really tough game next week. It looks like Brookings probably knocked them off. I can pull that up here just to double check. But yeah, T ended up losing 29-22 to Brookings. T is not going to feel sorry for you next week, so you have to regroup, come back in here, and work on beating a good football team in T.
Congratulations to the Spearfish Spartans on their upset win, 27-20. That's going to do it for Tyson and I. Wish everybody safe travels. Thank you to Dakota Land Federal Credit Union and DFS Insurance, and thank you to Arrow TV and the Watertown Arrows.